Hey gamers, welcome back to another DSP video. We are gonna dive right back into the drama because DSP had nothing else to talk about. And again, this is something DSP said was bad. When people have nothing to do when they talk about drama, that's supposed to be bad, right? Correct? But no, he decided that since he couldn't get Boogie on his show, he's gonna go to the well of drama again to waste our time. So let's get into it. By the way, I changed some stuff. As you can see, I changed the lighting slightly, changed the background in the video. Now it's like a cool Guilty Gear stage. You know, just gotta get a cool stage in. And I'll be drinking this beer called Brooklyn Brewery. This is a pretty good beer, to be honest. It's a Brooklyn Lager, 12 ounce. It's an amber lager, 5%, guys, 5.2% alcohol. Yeah, crazy, right? All right, let's get going. You're not here to talk about beer. We're not doing a beer review. This is a DSP video.
For us to get caught up with ReviewTechUSA. I haven't spoken about this man in a bit. He has continuously talked about me nonstop. Like every single stream is
This dude literally talks about Rich now, like when he's bored, basically. But he said that Rich has done this for years. And he keeps acting as if this is new. Who cares? Oh my god.
about me. Not just about me, but every
Oh my god. Listen to this. Listen to this.
USA. I haven't spoken about this man in a bit. He has continuously talked about me nonstop. Like every single stream is about me.
Every single stream.
Not just about me.
Not just about me. So he even says Rich talks more about other people as well, not just him. The thing DSP says that everyone should do for variety. People should talk more than just me, man. Rich does that? That's not good enough. Because guess what? Fuck Rich. By the way, I'm just gonna give you a little fair warning here. This Rich segment is the most unaware. Oh my god. Lack of self-awareness you could find. This dude, like, it is insane the levels that he's going to just not acknowledge that he does the things he's complaining about Rich or whatever the fuck. This is insane, and this is the tip of the iceberg. Rich talks about other people, and that's still not good enough for him. Because the thing that DSP is looking for is, for some fucking reason, Rich is not allowed to talk about DSP ever. Never. Never ever. But he can talk about everyone else except for DSP. But everyone else can talk about DSP all they want. Except for Rich and Doody. Right? Like, come on.
But every stream he's mentioning me. Every stream he's watching me. Every stream he's reacting to me. It's literally all he can really get views and attention on now. Essentially, ReviewTechUSA.
He said the same shit like last year, the year before. All he does is drama content. He's Keemstar Light. All this stuff. This is not new. And this is okay. This is where the true depression, I guess, of this like drama-filled DSP. None of this is new, and he's going through the same rut over and over and over, and it's not even entertaining. This is the most pathetic fucking drama video you could find on the internet. Like, it's so bad. I could see, like, next year or like whenever he's done doing this, he's gonna start coping, saying, well, I used to talk about drama all the time, but that was like, I was doing a bit. I was just joking around. See, I only pretend, like, all this. He's gonna say it's some, like, character he created for this or whatever the fuck, to monetize the attention or whatever. But this is, like, boring shit. Like, it's so uninspired. This dude is talking about Rich again, even though he said he doesn't want to talk about him anymore, and that's it. And we're back to talking about him.
A detractor.
Wait, what?
Like he can really get views and attention on now. Essentially, ReviewTechUSA has become a detractor. Alright.
He has become a detractor. Not when he talked about how your views were low or anything like that. now because he did the thing he did before, he is now a detractor. Okay, sure, buddy.
Right? Like,
right?
Actually, this is like his thing now, his shtick.
It's his
shtick. He has literally become a full-time detractor because he cannot get anyone to watch any other content that he puts out.
Does this mean that DSP is a rich detractor now? And by the way, Jay loves this content. You know, he says, "I love this, Phil. Keep going. It's time go."
He just has to sit there and shit on me constantly. Okay, and it's kind of pathetic, to be honest.
It's kind of pathetic.
It was one thing when, like, I was one of his topics, but now I just seem to be the main event.
How is he the main event? He just said in the same fucking stream that he talks about other people, not just DSP. And now DSP's back to being the main event? This dude is struggling to make Rich seem worse than he is. Like, again, Rich is a lolcow and he has people who hate him, but when you listen to DSP talk about him, it doesn't make sense, like, at all, and it's like so bad. Like, move on. I'm not that well, like, informed on Rich. I just don't think I think he's annoying and I think he's dumb and all this other shit, like he's a scammer, all this other stuff, whatever. I don't know if, like, the nitty gritty about Rich as much as, like, DSP should, because DSP watched a documentary about this guy, and he doesn't even sound that, like, fazed by it. I don't know, whatever.
Every day.
It's
pretty sad and pathetic. And before you even say, well, I don't know what you're talking about, Phil, that doesn't sound accurate. So I was watching or getting caught up with Kino Casino last night, and they were watching Rich,
we are watching Rich detractor videos, basically talking about Rich. Now, if anyone did this to DSP would hate them and say, "Oh, these guys, they don't even give me a chance. They watch a detractor video."
No exaggeration. Here's one of Rich's recent streams.
By the way, hold up.
So I was watching or getting caught up with Kino Casino last night.
I kind of like the fact Kino Casino is the only people he's following on Kick. He's not gonna venture out to find other content creators. Just watching his friends.
And they were watching Rich, and no exaggeration, here's one of Rich's recent streams. Do you see something there that kind of stands out like a sore thumb? Now,
oh my god!
You're gonna be very distracted.
Now the way DSP talked about the May 1st thing on Rich's streams is that he makes it sound as if it was the FAP phase, like that phase. And then you go to here and it's actually the eat my ass face he did to King Be Cruel or whatever the fuck with May 1st, 2016 over it. Like, this is a really stupid image on many levels, because first off, it has nothing to do with May 1st. Secondly, it's just him saying eat shit, basically. Like, it's more related to scat and talking to a viewer than, like, May 1st. So the only relevance is the guy and the date. That's it. Whatever. I don't think it's, like, that funny, but regardless, that's all it is, and it's a wallpaper. It's like, you can see the apps. It's just a wallpaper. More originality than DSP's PC gaming, like, desktop. But anyways, that's all it is. Now, remember, guys, DSP has an emote of the fat face. Now, again, everyone else can, like, make fun of the FAP incident and all this other stuff, but for some reason, Rich is prohibited from doing the same shit everyone else can for no real reason. And it's like, again, it shouldn't be hard to dunk on Rich, but DSP just, like, dunks on him in ways that's, like, stupid and in another way unfair. Unfair is a really weird way to put it, but it's unfair in the sense that, like, it should go to everyone else that does the same thing, you know what I mean? Like, because again, if you're shitting on someone for doing something and then someone else does the same thing and you don't have any issue with it, then the problem isn't the action you're mad about, it's that the person is doing it at that point. Like, DSP's not mad that Rich is talking about the FAP. He's mad that Rich is doing it. Not the FAP. The FAP isn't the problem. It's that Rich is talking about it. For some reason, DSP just gets really mad when Rich does it. It's like, why?
By Ashton and Andy in their Halloween costumes of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It is distracting, I admit. But
oh my god.
If you look directly below me here, you'll notice he literally turned on his computer monitor and that's what he put on the screen.
This dude literally mocked Rich for having his monitor turned off. And now he has it on, he mocks it for turning it on. Would it have been better to leave it off? And what if he was talking about DSP? That's why he had it on. It's like DSP's stupid fucking like level 1 podcast LCD screen that has relevant stuff to talk about what he's talking about. Rich is talking about DSP. Why wouldn't he have a DSP thing behind him? Of course, Rich is not allowed to do that, obviously.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's literally every day he's doing this now. And it's like, wait a minute. First of all,
every day.
Think about this.
What is the... Where's the evidence? How is this every day? Is it every day?
All right?
All right.
The first thing that Rich thinks about when he sets up his streams is my accident on May 1st, 2016.
Again, so many people bring it up. Again, and he fucking charges people to use the emote. And he's like, Rich wakes up in the morning and thinks about me fapping. I mean, dude, you're doing something embarrassing on the internet. People are gonna remember that and then, like, will listen to how it made Cat cry, and then they'll keep talking about it. Like, dude, come on. Like, man, people should tell DSP that PPP's assholes on the internet. And see what happens. Guys, you know that PPP's assholes on the internet? Is he gonna be like, oh man, no, actually he might get off to it. Now that I think about it, he might actually, like, really love it. He probably thinks he might think that's the coolest thing on the internet. Never mind.
Something that happened 8.5 years ago.
He may enjoy it.
8.5 years ago.
Oh
He
my
actually
God.
thinks it's, like, pertinent to today. Right?
Then
And
why
that
did
it affects me.
So if it's not pertinent, then why does he have an emote in his chat from it? And like and he does bring this up too on his own from time to time. Like, who cares? Like, people are gonna talk about it because they think it's funny. Like, it's still an awkward thing. Like, I mostly just think about when he's like, hello, and he just does that. Like, I mean, that's just fucking weird.
that he puts that. I mean, I literally have the emote in my Kick chat right now. People are using it.
Okay,
Right?
why?
He actually thinks that, like, this is hurting me when he does it. Like, it's some significant thing.
Oh yeah, Raw even has the kick chat. I didn't notice that. Dude, literally, he has the fucking fap emote. But again, it's okay for him to talk about it. But Rich, that's bad. But if they talk about it, oh, that's fine. That's fine. They're cool. They're his best friends. But not him. Rich is not allowed to talk about it.
Like, oh, right? Like, oh, you really got me there, Rich. Something that's 8.5 years outdated. And I owned up to.
Dude, like, it has nothing to do with owning you. It's just like, dude, this guy, like, fapped. And he did it on, like, May 1st. Like, sure, you could say it's cringe that he still talks about it and, like, laughs about it, but, like, that's all it is. It's nothing, like, more than that. He makes it sound way more, like, damning than it actually is, I guess, you know?
And literally, it didn't even hurt me in the moment when it happened. But here you are, 8.5 years later, and
He
this
sounds
is your
kinda hurt
big
now.
thing, your big shtick, your big jab at me. The best part is that's not even.
How is it a big jab if it's just a thing that's just a image in the background? Like, how is that? Like, you know, I'm gonna use Moral Oral as an example. Moral Oral is a great show. There's all these gags in Moral Oral, little jokes where they put stuff in the background, like Jeez It, There's other stuff, I can't remember all of them, but there's all these little background gags, like posters that have puns on them or whatever. Are those major things? No, they're supplemental to the scene, because like you're not gonna naturally notice that all the time or talk about it or be focused on it. You're just gonna see it like, oh, huh, and then move and then like, listen to what the show's going on with. It's no different than this. It's like, oh, okay, May 1st, okay, and then we're just gonna talk about stuff, and that's it. This is like not a non-issue, honestly.
In
Especially when the dude who got caught is just saying it's not a big deal. If it's not a big deal, then why do you care that Rich has it in his background? Okay.
from the event. That's just like a random screenshot from content that I did recently. And that's probably the face I made watching him.
No, that was
that's the face that he's got on his screen.
He wishes that was the face he made at Rich, because it at least would be like at Rich, but no. It was to a viewer who said he was cringe. Again, this dude snapped and told someone to eat his shit for being told he was cringe. Hey Phil, you're cringe. Eat my shit!
The time now on his show.
This dude has anger problems, man.
You know, that's telling, right?
Right.
By the way, I just received a $5 tip from One Sick Puppy for the Double Chicken Big Mac Fund. I'm doing my part. Use the Starship Trooper Soldier voice if it helps. Oh, I don't know the Starship Trooper Soldier voice to do it. Thank you for that, One Sick Puppy. The first tip of the day, and we get some animations. I'll be honest, I do miss doing these tip animations, because remember, people used to tip frequently.
I don't miss any of these animations.
I started doing the dual streaming,
especially the $30 one. That one is awful.
A lot of tips coming in.
But I hate all of these. These are just DSP's face on things.
Now that's kind of slowed down, because now
it's like not even like
all over the place.
Great.
And I miss doing these animations. I set them up all nice for the month. I want to get more.
Like this one looks bad. Like it's supposed to be like Dracula with the puffy hair or whatever, but it just looks like he just has a fucked up head. Like his brain got like swollen in like two places, you know?
See some nice animations. If you're choosing, gee, how should I support Phil? Send me a tip today. Let's
send me
some
a
more
tip
of these
today.
Animations going, okay? So thank you, One Sick Puppy, the first tipper of the day there. Got you up on the leaderboard. I should definitely once again refresh my animations page, because it's lagging bad. Holy crap, that took forever.
All right.
Okay, so.
Okay. All right.
As you can see. It's certainly not like this guy has moved on from me or learned a thing. Literally, his shtick.
You know what? He says this, but you know what's more embarrassing? Is that at least Rich never does the meme, I am done talking about DSP. Okay, guys, let's talk about DSP. DSP is literally the walking meme. Again, he's everything that is just that people clown on. You have him make big farewells, like, oh, I'm done with you. Fuck this. I'm over it. And then the next day he's talking about the thing he just said he was over with. Like it's like back a few years ago, there'd be like some detractors that say, I'm done talking about DSP. He's boring now. I'm done talking about him. You know, I'm gonna move on. And then the next day they're back making DSP videos or whatever. Then you got the meme where DSP also does, where he says, I don't care, and then he keeps talking about the thing he doesn't care about. It's literally everything that people have thrown at detractors there. Because if you started a DSP detractor channel, you're a brand new upstart, right? You're gonna at one point get a comment saying, wow, for a guy who doesn't care about DSP, you should talk about him. And it's like, obviously I care about him, correct? You know, like it's that kind of shit. It's that kind of shit. And DSP is that guy where he says he doesn't care, then cares about it. Because he thinks it's so cool to say that.
Every day is, how do I dump on Phil? How do I react to Phil? But I'm not here. I'm literally not here to react to his reactions to me and respond, because nothing he says or does is intelligent. He doesn't have any intelligence. There's nothing to really react to. What I want to just do is react to some random observations.
He has no intelligence.
I have some timestamps here.
All right, timestamps, baby.
Right here.
Right here.
That I want to check. First
dude,
of all,
dude. the other day, he sat there and was like, well, man, Rich is like, the hamster in the wheel is going crazy. Why is he saying anything? It's because he's high. DSP, listen to this. Listen to this.
Some timestamps here.
Okay, timestamps. Okay.
Right here.
Right here. Guys, DSP might be high. He might be stoned. He's doing edibles. He's eating the weed, and he's like snorting it too. He's doing crazy shit, guys. I think he might be high. Look at his eyes. His eyes, you can't even see them. That's how high he is.
I want to check. First of all, this is great. So this is when Ashton and Andy start watching. Okay, just listen.
Okay.
Listen, I don't have to say anything. Just listen. You ready? Oh, by the way, Ted had done a super chat. I missed it, Ted. I'm sorry. There was
I'm sorry.
$2 Canadian super chat, which I think is the equivalent of like $1.50.
All right.
Because Canadian is a little bit less than the US dollar, so thank you for that, Ted.
Okay.
I appreciate
Remember when
that.
he said he wasn't going to
I missed it. It was
convert super chats, and now he's converting super
Okay.
chats? Pretty cool, huh?
All right, now I just want to assure you all, I did not set this up. This is me playing Kino Casino raw, and they're just playing his clip raw. No one has edited the audio here. This is actually what Review Tech Show sounds like. Are you ready? Get ready. Prepare yourself. In 3, 2, 1.
Bring it back to the beginning. Let's play this.
Why?
Bring it back. Here it is. This is the comedic stylings of Dick.
I like big dicks. I'm the size. I like big dicks. I like big dicks. I like big dicks. I like big dicks.
If you told me this,
Okay. DSP, your fucking comedy is fucking poop. It's fucking shit. This dude, this is the shit that will radicalize you. This dude is sitting there and like is saying, wow, he talked about poop. There's farts and dick sizes. DSP, you literally talk about poop all the time. Well, not all the time, but he talks about it like enough to the point where people are really memeing the fact that he may have a scat fetish. Because this dude literally talks about poop every time he wants to make a joke. And then Rich does it. Oh, wow, this is really disgusting, Rich. DSP, you make poo jokes too. You're no better. And you know the thing is, he says that the only reason he does poo jokes is because no one can be offended by poop. Literally, that's what he said. That it can't be offensive because it's poop. This dude has a poop joke and DSP's offended. I thought you can't be offended by poop. I guess you know, when you actually experience the shit, that's a little different than actually making it. You know what I'm saying?
This is what he does on his show. This is his actual show. No one has edited it.
But this is like one part of it though. Like, how does he know that's what he does every stream? Again, this is the same shit he claims detractors do. Oh, they say I'm always begging. I don't always beg. I don't beg all the time. I don't do drama all the time. He watches one clip where he starts off with that and he's like, oh, look, this is his content all the time. This is very fair. And who cares? You know, it's stupid, but in regards to DSP, it's just as bad, I guess. So they both suck. They both need to just shut up and kiss, you know?
They're playing it cold. I'm playing it cold, unedited. This is Rich's content.
Okay.
He has a soundboard and he just sits there mashing fart sounds and I like big dicks, cucumbers. To him, that's content.
Okay.
That's entertainment for you. Not even like speaking over. Just that's it. Here we go. I like big dicks. I like big dicks. What the fuck?
DSP, you make poo jokes all the time. Hershey squirts, man.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Right?
What's
Like,
going
that's
on?
Insane. This is content to him. By the way,
This is like insane. He like just to say, I can't like that. I can't believe he thinks this is content. This thing that's like what a minute long. What if this is to like get people out? You know, it's like a test. If you make it past that, you're a real fan. If you don't, you're not a real fan. What if it's that kind of thing? He's just weeding out the fake fans. Yeah, you don't like this? You're not a real fan. Get out of here.
Thank you. I received a $5 Canadian super chat from Dark Ethan. Thank you to Dark Ethan. That's the biggest super chat of the day now. Let's get you up on the leaderboard.
Get him up there. Put him up there.
Canadian, we'll say it's like $4.25. Because it really is about $4.25 per Canadian dollar. So that
hopefully I can like make. I kind of want to stream tonight.
Let's get some support going, everyone. Let's get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some tips coming in. Some super chats. Thank you.
Get the tips coming in
on YouTube. All right.
I
mean,
like
yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. That's his show. That's how he opens his show.
Okay.
His laugh track.
At least it's not a fucking lame ass AI song. Get ready for the content because the king is back. Woo! Which is like, oh man, I hate this song so much. The AI is so bad. And instead of saying content, it's content. So it's like, it always like, it just like takes me off, and then like the whoo, it just pisses me off too. I don't know. Something about that song, it just does not make me a happy guy.
If I just had a soundboard and I start my podcast and I just keep pressing buttons, right?
Dude, he would do that though. It would probably have like annoying noises, and he'd run into the ground. He had a sound box years ago and all this other stuff. He never used the other buttons. Yeah, it had all these other buttons. He never touched them. He only used the and then oh, there was like another one, like the drum roll, I think. Oh, there was like maybe one other song, but he didn't use any of the others. And it's like, this thing had, like, I could have figured something out if I had it. He got a new one from the Dutch brothers that had more of a selection, and guess what? He either never used it or used only one bit. He would never use anything else. And DSP is saying that, oh, Rich uses this one way too much, man. Well, yeah, but you know what? He would just use nonsense, honestly. And guess what? He would want to put the you blew it, so we could just have that play all the time, because everyone loves Adam Sandler's "You blew it" line. It's so iconic, man. And that's all it would be. That's all it would be. You blew it, and like maybe the stop it, that thing. That's it. Nothing else. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be interesting, you know. Like, at least I got cool stuff.
This whole thing, all of this.
I got this.
It's all about me.
It's all about me.
You can't keep getting away with it.
This is my favorite one.
You can't keep getting away
And
with it.
then you got
I want you to speak the truth.
the banger. I just want you to speak the truth.
Fucking doesn't work.
See? I got all the fun ones. These would not do this.
Right? Like, that's my opening. This is my content. I don't talk. I don't have topics. Just here we go. Oh, I like big things. Oh, yeah, suck.
Oh my god, this dude is so fixated on doing the hey guys, welcome to the Level 1 podcast, and we're gonna talk about garbage, and then we're gonna talk about more garbage, and then we're gonna like fucking I'm gonna get money today on Level 1 podcast. And then he's like, hey guys, welcome, we're gonna talk about shit and garbage, and that's like, you sit through so many intros and all the stuff with DSP, it's so fucking lame, and it's not human. He just explains what he's gonna talk about. Why not just talk about what you're gonna talk about?
Suck cock. Anyway, so he starts talking about me. He has an interesting name drop. I have all these timestamps to go through.
Interesting name
1 minute,
drop.
28-second mark. So let's get to that. Here we go.
Really, I am stoned tonight.
Wait a.
No.
Oh no, they're skipping through it.
Really,
No.
I am stoned
Wait.
tonight, Philip.
Okay, because I'm looking at this, right? It literally went from like this, and then it like cut forward. So, is this an edited video? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I am stoned tonight, Philip.
I am stoned tonight, Philip.
All right. So what's that a reference to?
Okay.
Because I told him.
And oh my god, this dude is so fucking annoying right now. I'm stoned tonight, Philip. You wanna know what that's a reference to? When you stoned him, was that what he's referencing? When you went to Rich's house and stoned him, is that what he's referencing, or something else? I don't know, man. You gotta explain it to me. I don't understand. What does stoned mean? Oh my god. Then again, he wants to talk about like fucking weed as if it's like the worst thing you could do in your life forever. Like, my god, move on.
That if he was going to be on my show as a guest on my podcast, that he had to be sober. And I think you can understand why I wanted that now that you can see this is how he is in his own content. Like,
oh my god, man.
Playing fart noises.
This dude! Like, you could argue, oh, he would just, like, be unruly if you got him on and he might do this, whatever the fuck, but how does he know that's the case? Because he smokes weed? Like, this dude has such weird issues with weed, and it's not even like, again, weed is not that bad of a drug. You can not like it. I'm not gonna tell you that you should do it, but it's like, it's just a drug, and it's like harmless in the realm of all these other drugs that are out there. You can ruin your life doing harder stuff than marijuana. Like, I'm just telling you that right now. There's worse things you can do to ruin your life, and marijuana isn't one of them. If you want to ruin your life, do cocaine, meth, all of them. All of the above.
He's playing suck dick, cucumber up my ass. He's fucking, his eyes are barely open, as you can see. Look at his eyes.
He's just, he's blinking and he's just looking down. Again, like, this is like a random fucking pause. And that's what you get. Oh, man.
His eyes are completely like this. Because he can't keep them open because he's so goddamn high.
Oh my god.
By the way, you saw what he was drinking? His eyes are barely open, as you can see. Look at his eyes. His eyes are completely like this.
Like this? Sure. I mean, man. Sure, buddy.
Because he can't keep them open because
he can't keep them open. Again, like, yeah, you're tired when you're high, but you're also just lazy. You just sit there, eat, and chill. I mean, you can do stuff high too. I mean, sometimes doing art stoned is pretty sick. It's pretty fun, dude. But that's kind of it. Like, it's nothing crazy.
By the way, you saw what he was drinking? That is a weed seltzer.
Oh my god! It's a weed seltzer! Jeez, man. Like, I can't believe it. Now let me drink some alcohol seltzer. Like, come on, who cares?
That contains, I guess, like weed or THC or something in it.
Oh my god.
Sometimes he's constantly popping these THC gummies. On stream, he's doing it live.
I mean, how high do you get from a gummy? Anyway, I've never done an edible. Like, I assume you have to eat more than one gummy to really get anything out of it. And this dude is like, I can't believe he's eating gummies. Oh my god, he's drinking marijuana seltzer. Who fucking cares? Like, why does he think these things exist, by the way? Like, it's obviously that he just wants to relax in the stream. The thing, by the way, that DSP says he wants to do on the stream all the time is just relax. I just want to come here and relax and play games and have a good time, man. But Rich is relaxing in his own way. What an awful person. I can't believe he wants to relax in his own fucking content, man. But if we do that to him, well, why do you care so much what I do, man? Oh, man.
He's hiding it. He's just actively doing this. So,
okay.
Why would I want him on my podcast acting like that? It would be a complete waste of time.
But again, he agreed to show up sober, and then, like, if he did, you said, then you told me you would hang up. Like, he's inventing drama that didn't even happen.
Time, right? But you heard.
And if this is such a concern to him, then, like, why did he even reach out to him? If weed is such a big issue, like, again, like, I can understand people saying, like, oh, you know, people who just want to sit around and smoke weed all day, or a bunch of, like, lazy people or whatever, they should do something, whatever. That's one thing. But the thing is, Rich is just sitting on his ass as it is. Just doing a stream that he was gonna do with or without the weed. Like, It doesn't improve his life. It doesn't worsen his life. It does nothing. Like, this dude is acting as if, like, Rich ruined his life smoking weed. No, he did it to himself. The weed is just there. Leave the weed out of this.
So just think about this. I have nothing to do with this man's content at all. I'm not on the show. I'm not involved. He's got my face right there constantly.
Okay.
And he's literally talking to me.
Oh my god. Dude,
right?
He's talking about your content, and he's saying this just as a joke. Like, the joke is, by the way, is that he knew that DSP would eventually see the video. And guess what? He's watching the video. Like, this is like... I am just floored by this. How stupid this guy is and how petty it is.
He's talking to me. I'm not there, Rich. Like,
oh
you're
my
not coming on the
god.
show. You're done. That's done. You're never coming on the show. In fact, you're banned from my show.
Banned from his show until he wants to bury the hatchet again. Whenever he gets that fucking fetish again, it really is like a fetish for him or whatever. They're randomly just like, I want to bury the hatchet. Like, fucking shut up. Make your own content, DSP. And this is like incredibly petty. Just trying so hard to shit on Rich. It's really insane how hard he tries to shit on an easy target. It's like, why? Why?
Like, you will never be a part of the Level 1 podcast ever. You're the first person to officially be felted and banned off the show. You'll never come on. You understand? So,
well, he said he doesn't want to go on anyway.
To me
Got him.
Being high. You could do whatever you want with your own life and become a music the show. You'll never come on. You understand?
You'll never
So,
come on.
Why are you speaking to me about being high?
Because
you could do whatever.
Okay, that is just literally a meme to say, like, making fun of how much it's a problem for Phil that Rich smokes weed, which it's funny at that point because look how much of a reaction he got for him just smoking weed. Like, he's doing his own content in this video. He's like, okay, he can't keep his eyes closed, open. He is drinking weed. He's eating weed, and he does all this. He gets high all the time. Oh my god! And he makes it such a point of contention that this dude gets high. That, like, of course, Rich is gonna say, wow, Phil, look at me, I'm getting high. Because guess what, dumbass? Getting high is, like, not even that big of a problem. Like, no one should care about that. Versus out of the other stuff that could happen, or the other drugs that are out there, weed is, like, nothing. You're just staying at home just watching TV at worst. The worst thing you can do when you're high is sit down and watch TV all day. That's the worst. That's like that's when you know if someone's really high. They just sit down and watch TV.
Whatever you want with your own life and become a miserable wretch that everyone laughs at and throws the fucking rotten vegetables at when you're in the streets or whatever. And if you catch some of those vegetables and you happen to eat them for sustenance or whatever, which it seems like that's what you're doing to stay afloat, I mean, go for it. That's the equivalent of the detractors coming and throwing you money on your shit streams where you get like 200 to 300 viewers. Like, no exaggeration, guys. Right now, I have 350 viewers on YouTube, and I have over 70 viewers and climbing on Kick, and we're just getting started with the Rich segment, so you know the attendance is going to go up. I have more viewers right now than he had on his stream.
Yeah, but Rich is streaming on one platform. He's streaming on two platforms, so he's combining two things. It's like not really impressive. It's like really like you look at the goals hit, the King's coffers, and you realize what all included in that, and then you realize, oh, these goals getting hit are like trivial and like pointless. Who fucking cares? Like, the whole point of celebrating a streak or how many goals you hit is that it's not easy, and it's amazing it kept going. But the fact that it's this easy because he has two websites that he's like counting, it really is like, wow, right?
So the only people that check him out are people who are detractors and people who clip him for content because no one wants to watch his content. Because there is none. You understand? There's no content here.
Wait, what?
Are people who are detractors and people who clip him for content because no one wants to watch his content. Because there is none. You understand? There's no content
Wait,
here.
so they don't. I gotta hear this again.
Started with the rich segment, so you know the attendance is going to go up. I have more viewers right now than he had on his stream.
Oh, okay.
So the only people that check him out are people who are detractors.
The only people who check Rich out are detractors
and people who clip him for content.
and clip him for content
Because no one wants to watch his content.
because no one wants to watch his content. So that, I mean, okay.
Because there is none. You understand?
There's no content. Okay.
So yeah, I love this. He's talking about
how is there no content when there's literally content in front of us? There's no content except for the content I'm watching right now. But like, if no one wanted to watch him, why are they clipping videos of Rich if no one wants to watch Rich? Oh,
Phil, I'm hot.
man.
I'm not there, Rich. I'm not. That's not really me behind you, Rich. I don't hear you. I only hear you because I just decided to check out Kino Casino last night and they did a segment on you.
But that's
so
the
now
point.
I've heard this.
That's why he said it though, Phil. He knew you were gonna watch it because Kino Casino was gonna watch it, and he knows you love them. Like, it's really not that deep. It's just a stupid joke.
It's days later.
People have made this joke numerous times in the past, and DSP said nothing about it because, you know, whatever. I guess he never really cared, but come on.
You understand it? Like, he's living in this weird, like, fever dream high world where he thinks that he's talking to me. And
Fever dream high world.
Now, do you see how in his head I am? I'm behind him his entire show. I'm in his thoughts and his mouth. He's talking to me during.
Yeah, but it's a two-way street because you're also thinking about him. Like, look at the video you're doing. You're doing a video talking about him, and then he's gonna respond to this, and then you're gonna respond to that at some point in time. Like, come on.
During his show.
I'm already almost done with his beer, by the way. Shouts out.
Behavior. This is like, we need to have like an analyst. You know, a psychoanalyst look at this and figure out what exactly is going on here.
What's
going
on?
You get to a point where, like, it's kind of like the same thing with Doody. He obsesses over me so much. It's like something's wrong here.
Again,
to the point of
my favorite thing about the Doody segment and him talking about Doody is that he had a rant where he said he was scared of Doody because Doody may do something. And yet we still talk about Doody after he said he doesn't want to talk about him anymore because he may do something and he's scared and he doesn't want to talk about Doody at all anymore. And then he's still talking about Doody to this day. So again, I ask, what the fuck was that about? Why the fuck did he bring up Doody and say he's scared of him and he's done talking about him just to talk about him again?
Like, this is a mania. This is no longer like,
this is a mania.
He thinks it's funny to make fun of me. This is like a mania at this point that needs to be diagnosed, right?
Well, okay.
Okay. All right, got another timestamp. I got a bunch of timestamps.
Oh, no more beer, guys. Sad day. And no, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not gonna go drink another beer.
Right to the timestamp, but apparently you can't. I want to go 131, but I can't get to 131. I guess we'll start here.
It's left in the camp to defend Queen Kaffles. It's just him and
I don't care about. I don't know anything about the Keffel situation. I keep hearing things about this. I don't know about it. How do you do 10-second fast forward?
Great timestamp, by the way.
And it's because he wants to fuck Kaffles.
Yeah. Or
that doesn't work apparently on Kick.
It's fucked.
We're almost to the point here.
What an L.
What?
It is.
Fuck?
You know, at least he admits it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I don't know. For the record, I know nothing about this Keffel situation. I know he's
man.
mentioned it. I've heard the Kino guys mention it. It's like, no thanks.
I wonder if it's because Keffels is trans and he doesn't want to touch that because, you know. I mean, all I know about Keffels, I mean, it was really just like stuff I saw on the feed is that Keffels said a lot of racist shit and said a lot and was just a toxic individual. Just a toxic individual, and that's it. That's all I heard about that. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. So I know, like maybe a centimeter more than Phil.
Oh, it's the arrow keys.
Ah, the arrow keys.
The irony in that. What does she have? Like me and Tipster?
Oh, it's Tipster. Phil, do you know?
It's the arrow keys. Thank you. Gargiax says check the arrow keys. Here we go.
Holy shit!
He needed someone to tell him to use the arrow keys. This dude was using the internet like for years. Doesn't even try the arrow keys. Okay.
At least
Alright.
he has the decency to admit it. Such a fucking hell.
This is condensed lol count 'em.
No,
Like,
it
it's
really
like
is.
a
I
crisp-
really
it's like a
made
diamond.
Maybe I have the wrong
crazy
timestamp.
super
I'm
cut
a-
here,
I'm a-
where just every
How do
bit
you
of
get
it-
the wrong timestamp?
every bit of it is just the purest, most concentrated Dickers cringe that you could imagine.
Jesus.
Uh-oh, fart.
What?
Oh my god.
That's what I was looking for. Uh-oh, fart?
Oh, I can't unpause it without
What?
pausing it again. Going,
Bring,
what?
bring it back. Bring
What
it
is
back.
going on?
Bring it
What?
back.
Of
Dude,
course, we gotta talk about the fart.
irony in that. What does she have, like me and Tipster? Holy shit, what an L. Uh-oh, fart.
Who just says out of nowhere, "Oh fart"?
I don't even know what that means. Uh-oh, fart? Is that a like, supposed to
It's-
be
he
a
said,
joke,
"Oh,
or is that a
fart."
comment to something he's saying, or did he actually fart? Does he say uh-oh, fart? and
Okay,
then
why
fart on
the
show?
why the fuck are we analyzing this? Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this little development. DSP said that the detractors are fucked in the head, right? Because we analyzed every little thing. Oh, we look at something and he said he does something, so we have this big board and we are like, oh my god, look at this and this, and then we have these crazy theories. DSP was fixated enough to pause where he says "oh fart" and is analyzing it and thinking about why he would say "oh fart." And the other thing is, Kino Casino brought it up first, and DSP is like, yeah. So this is, oh my god, this is so sad. So not only can DSP not have anything original in his mind, he can't even react with an original reaction. The "oh fart" thing is literally just a thing he only is talking about because they're talking about it. And this dude is trying so hard to like seem like the third host of the Kino Casino thing. This is like so cringe and sad all at once, man.
No. You know, maybe that's the reason my face looks like that behind him, because he's positioned that monitor behind him.
Remember, he mocked Rich for making poo jokes. And what is DSP doing as he sniffs his finger with a shit-eating grin? Makes a fart joke. This dude, like, man, he really needs to be punched in the face. He really does. Like, the only
So,
person on
he's
the
just
planet
letting
that
loose
deserves to
the
be punched.
uh-oh fart, and then my face. Oh, even virtual Phil, who's not even alive,
Man.
cringes and reacts to. Oh God, like what is going on? I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is bizarre behavior. Okay.
Bizarre
here we
behavior,
go.
and
Oh,
you know
this
what? But you know what's bizarre behavior when you say I have to sneeze, and you just like, oh my god, I'm like thinking like, because I don't think he mutes the mic for it. I think it just turns off the face cam. Because remember that weird thing he used to do where he would turn off the face cam to sneeze or blow his nose? But it's like, why not just, I don't know, he does weird shit like that. Then he's like, oh, I gotta burp. Then he does these weird things. I mean, he's just as weird. But this dude is yet again, just being a hypocrite. Sitting there like the trolls overanalyze. And this dude analyzed a dude saying, oh fart. Okay.
is good. This is a good part right here.
Fuck.
I
The
tried the
super chat.
Krabby Patty burger on Friday and it wasn't.
I tried the Krabby Patty burger on Friday and it wasn't. Wait a minute. Rich tried the Krabby Patty burger? Why did Rich try the Krabby Patty burger?
Oh my god, dude. So many people try this fucking burger. DSP, why did you make a 13 goal reward eating a Krabby Patty? Now this is the part we get to mega ego mode. Mega ego mode. This dude is insane. He needs help. He needs to get out of that house and find someone to help him in life. Like this is pure stupidity.
Because I said I was gonna try the Krabby Patty burger and I didn't.
Okay, so why didn't he say this when PPP ate the Krabby Patty? PPP literally ate the Krabby Patty at the same time as he said DSP scammed his audience. Like, literally made it relevant to DSP. And all DSP did was laugh and clap and eat it up. But Rich just eats the Krabby Patty? Why would he do such a thing? DSP, shut up. Fucking get help.
So Rich has to go out of his way to get it, to like be a part of it. Like again, you see this weird
Out of
bizarre
his
obsession
way?
with
How
mania.
is it out of his way? It's a fucking food item. This is so petty. This is like toxic pettiness. Like, this dude is getting so worked up that another dude ate a burger. And he's like, why did you think that I didn't do? Why did PPP do it? So many people talked about this fucking burger. And he's acting as if like it's unheard of that Rich did it. This is what I mean. That this dude is really unfair to Rich for no reason. Again, you don't have to try to hate Rich or to shit on him. It's not that hard. It isn't. But DSP is like, he can't be eating this because I was gonna eat it and I didn't get to, so why did he eat it? Why did PPP be able to eat it without any scrutiny? But Rich cannot talk about DSP. He cannot make fun of the incident. He cannot eat the Krabby Patty burger. So what can he fucking do? At this point, it's like DSP needs to write a list of things that Rich can do, and then that list will just be anything that DSP's not doing. And he can't talk about DSP, can't acknowledge him. Like, Rich literally has to pretend that DSP never existed. That's how petty DSP is about Rich talking about him. This dude is insane.
So because Darkside Phil was going to get the Krabby Patty burger, Rich had to go get the Krabby Patty burger and eat it and taste it himself. Like, you know, you didn't have to. And Rich, by the way, you probably shouldn't have. Just saying. Situation.
Dude, PPP is a fat ass too. Why is Rich not allowed to eat fast food, but PPP is? And you could probably argue he may be fatter than Rich. Maybe. I mean, they're both fat fucks, so, you know, whatever. But why is Rich prohibited from eating fast food? It really is like DSP loves Rich, and he's, like, upset that his lover is, like, not being nice to him. That's really what it is. Like, he's more upset that Rich is being mean to him than anyone else.
You're in there, you probably shouldn't have eaten the Krabby Patty burger. Like, I can eat the Krabby Patty burger. It ain't going to really affect me. You know, I'm only around 10 pounds overweight. You shouldn't be eating that shit, dude.
Anything.
Oh my god,
Krabby
DSP, just
Patty.
fucking... You should eat more.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, I'm getting tons of support.
I
Wait.
wasn't anything great.
Wait, look at this. You were
super
literally
chat.
seething because he actually got money to eat the stupid burger. While you are lucky if you get $300 a stream, nobody cares except you. You are literally crying in an overweight child. Is what.
And this is what I mean, like,
Wait, what?
While you are lucky if. Wait, look at this. You were
super
literally
chat.
seething because he actually got money to eat the stupid burger.
He didn't eat it, though. He got the money and didn't eat it. Oh, okay.
While you are lucky if you get $300 a stream, nobody cares except you. You are literally crying in an overweight child.
You know, this dude is saying this and like, saying that, well, you see, you're just getting mad that DSP did this. DSP got like, asked his audience for $2,000 to eat a burger he didn't eat. Like, again, he could say, well, I didn't know, blah, 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 whatever excuse he says. But the thing is, why did it have to be 13 goals hit to eat a burger? How is that, like, comparable? Why not every 5 goals hit? Why not 2? Why not 3? Why 13? Why do we have to wait an entire week to eat a burger? Like, what was so special about eating it on Saturday that it needed to wait till Saturday? Like, that's how, like, what about that? Like the burger, I can't imagine it being more than like $10, maybe 20. Again, I mean, inflation and all that shit. But, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no way it's gonna be over $100, right? Like, to get a Krabby Patty meal, I don't think it's $100. I don't think so. Maybe I'm dumb, but, you know, I can't imagine it being $100 for it.
And this is what I mean, like, that's absolutely true. Ladies and gentlemen, no one cares that I didn't eat the Krabby Patty burger except my detractors because they have nothing to say about me anymore. Every stream,
I have a lot
I'm
to
hitting
say.
my goals. Every stream, I'm getting views.
Again, these goals getting hit are not, like, astounding or amazing when it's counting kick subs, super chats, and tips. Like, these are 3 things that all contribute to the coffers. So it's like not that impressive or cool or anything. Like, it's pretty much you trip and you hit it.
I'm making good content. Everyone is watching and enjoying the content, right?
Like, that's like, again, that's where it is right now. It's so the goal was not hit consistently enough that he decided to, like, put it on, give it training wheels so it can get hit all the time just by, like, rolling into it. It's not that hard.
I have a million views, of course not, but I never have, and I don't need that. I can be massively successful without having a ginormous audience because people appreciate the time and effort I put into my work, right? And this is killing the detractor community. They can't fucking take it. They can't believe it. Like, they actually think that this is like a giant plan. To this day, they're still saying, listen to this. They're still
Didn't DSP say that him and PPP planned the burger thing because it wasn't a big deal or some shit?
saying that Kino Casino is setting me up. Like, this is still a Carrie-like situation.
We are still using Carrie as an example because this dude is whatever. I mean, again, like, you could argue that the whole point of Kino Casino gassing him up was just to get him to do shit like this, and I guess that works, but, you know, it's whatever. Like, I don't really care. I talked enough about my thoughts on this whole thing as it is, so I'm not gonna reiterate it. But it's like, who cares? Move on. Like, go play with Kino Casino all day, I guess. Whatever.
And where the pig's blood is going to dump out of the sky onto my head. They're still saying that. They can't cope with the fact. They can't handle the fact.
Because
that actually,
the other thing is, again, in order, like, if you're going to say, like, well, Kino Casino is, like, being facetious and all this stuff, sure, you can say that's the case, but the thing is, for DSP to, like, pick up on stuff like that, it has to be stupidly obvious. Like, really, 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 really obvious, to the point where a baby who was thrown down the stairs and then, like, being with hammers could understand it. Like, that's where DSP is mentally.
actually things are going well for me. That things are nice, right? That things are getting better. I mean, I have 360 viewers on YouTube.
Again, like, look at what happened at the end of the day, though, right? He bragged for years how he was a positive content creator, he wouldn't do drama content and this and that. Like, it's disgusting content, blah, blah, blah. These two all gassed him up with calling him king, and he ran to the mud. He ran into the mud, and is like rolling around in it, like the little pig he is, because that's where the money's at, right? And this is shit he said other YouTubers did that was bad, by the way, but he's doing it and improved his content.
I have over 70 plus viewers on Kick. I've got people enjoying the content, watching it everywhere. I've got people supporting me from multiple different directions and multiple different ways. I got people who want to be on my podcast as an interview. I just can't get them scheduled because they're so fucking slippery like eels, right? But, like, things are very different. And these people can't handle it. So to them, the fact that the Krabby Patty burger couldn't be delivered to my home, so instead I ordered the Addams Family meal, which was better for both for content and as a reward because there were more food items that I taste tested. To them, that is the ultimate.
Again, if that was more food items, right, then why was the other thing 2K, like, it doesn't scale properly? Again, if a game developer released a game, right, and it's like, oh, guys, if, like, whatever, you know, I don't want, it's just dumb. Like, why was the Krabby Patty thing a $2,000 thing? Why did it need to be that much for him to even do it in the first place?
Betrayal. How dare Phil promise one thing
And
deliver another?
this is also dumb, right? Because this dude brags how he doesn't overpromise and underdeliver and this and that. And when it happened, he said he was disappointed, right? But the thing is, he keeps saying that only the detractors cared and this and that. But what if people were just like disappointed anyway? Like who? Like come on.
Right? Despite the fact that what I delivered was better than what I originally promised. It's the equivalent of, hey, I'm promising you I'm going to give you $10 at the end of the week, and instead I handed you a 20. But you'd be upset because I promised you 10.
Oh my god.
How dare you only hand me 20 when I said you said you were going to give me 10?
Dude, go to find all this fucking stupid game rants where it said, the game developer promised this! Like The Order, right? The Order, by the way, never promised it was gonna be a Monster Hunter style game. And he's, to this day, says, it said it was gonna be this and it didn't live up to the promises! But it never said that, and there had to be people who like that game, I guess. Or whatever. Like, there's all these other instances where you rant about games over-promising, under-delivering, not living up to expectations, and all this other shit. Like, he complained about the same shit that people can say it's arbitrary. Whatever.
10. Wait, what are you talking about? I give you something better. No, I'm upset because you gave me something you didn't originally promise. It doesn't make any sense. You understand? It makes no sense at all. Zero. So
again, it's like you go to a sandwich shop and then like they promise you at the end of the week we're gonna have the best sandwich ever. This sandwich is the SpongeBob sandwich. You go there and then you already gave them the money for it ahead of time, and then you show up at the sandwich shop and they're like, oh we ran out of food. We're not gonna refund you though, but we will make you another sandwich that you may like more, and then you just happen to like it. But is that right for them to do? That they took your money in advance for a sandwich that they didn't give you? Huh? I mean, the thing is, he's gonna focus on this because it's the easiest thing to say, who cares? And that's what this is gonna end up being, a who cares about the fucking burger, right? But it's really like, people can be disappointed about stuff and you can say it is what it is. Like, whatever.
these people have no argument. But again, Rich
Again,
has become...
I don't see a lot of people really dying on the hill of the Krabby Patty thing being a big deal. At most, we're like, wow, yes. Like, the highlight of it is that it was $2,000. Like, that's the highlight of, you know, look what he's focusing on. He's focusing on the fact that he didn't do it, not the fact that he asked for $2,000 for it. Like, that's kind of specific, you know? Like, he's focusing on the burger side of the issue, not that he took $2,000 to do it in the first place. Because people were saying that even before he even hit the goal, by the way. But we're not going to talk about that side of it. No, man. That's just a reward, man. He didn't have to hit it.
A detractor. Like, he can't see the reason behind anything anymore. Any detractor, any meme that a detractor comes up with, he's on board for it. 100% hook, line, and sinker. So he actually went and he got a Krabby Patty meal to talk about it and act like, see, DSP couldn't do this.
PPP literally did a video doing this, and DSP clapped for it. Rich does it? How dare he? Rich should lose his channel, right?
But I can't. Like, no one gives a fuck. Like, literally no one cares about this Krabby Patty meal at all. No one. We're half
and this is the other thing I guess you could say as like the Carrie's blood situation is literally look at what we got out of this, right? Literal, like, blatant Hypocrisy. PPP literally did the thing DSP's shitting on Rich for. Like, that's really it, honestly. Again, there is some, like, stuff that came out of this that's, like, you know, wow, and all that shit, but it is what it is, okay? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, that was supposed to happen on Saturday. It's fucking Tuesday. And we still got people talking about this. Like, get out of here. Get a life.
I mean,
right?
Now he's asking for, like, another 2K or whatever the fuck to eat a Big Mac chicken burger, whatever. Like, which is also dumb. Why does it need these big, high goals to do fast food? A thing that's, like, $10 or whatever. Like, is there really that much of an investment to eat a fucking fast food meal? He's acting as if he's ordering, like, a full Five Guys meal with a milkshake.
What the hell are you talking about? You're insane. You're still talking about Krabby Patties. Like, talk about mania. Talk about obsession over minutia that no logical human cares about. That's how these people operate, and that's what Rich has become, sadly.
Okay, minutia. Why don't you find a
ridiculous,
bridge
right?
and find minutia on the bridge?
In fact, I recommend you watch the Addams Family DSP Tries It if you haven't seen it yet. It's really,
Nah,
really
I'm good.
But what I like is the person who super chats him, right? So he gets income for this, and they just completely destroy him, right? You say,
DSP gets super chats from trolls all the time, and you know what he says? I keep the money, man. Duh. So, you know, Rich is getting the super chat, and he's keeping the money, baby.
you stream so infrequently, you barely make $300 a stream. Phil streamed all week, making thousands and thousands of dollars. Nobody cares about this except you.
This is a cool flex, by the way.
He's so
like,
upset about
imagine if his fucking dumbass fan base gave a fuck, right? And it was like, wait, he makes thousands and thousands? Oh, okay, I can like sleep easy now, right?
the Krabby Patty. No one cares except my detractors and Rich, because Rich is a detractor. Okay, it's that simple. Rich is a detractor at this point. There's no disputing it.
Oh my
He's
god,
full on
this
become a
is
detractor.
what another instance of cult speak. Like this is like, you know, I didn't think much about it. To be fair, I never thought about DSP as a cult leader. I mean, you know, as a meme, sure, whatever. But like, the more once people started to say, "Hey, this is more cult-like added behavior and this and that," I can't unsee it, and it sounds more and more like a cult. I see why he didn't want to play Cult of the Lamb. It would be too close to home. And it's also a good game, so it's two things he hates: something that's close to home and a good game. You know, two things he hates.
They're full time because he has nothing else to do in his content. Okay. Here, oh, this is a good one. You gotta love this, right?
You gotta love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You fired him on his birthday without even fucking paying him. Tried to scam him.
But didn't he get
So
money
what Ashton
anyway?
is doing, he's talking about all the bad things
Whatever.
that Rich has done recently.
Okay.
Not even just all the things over time, but the thing he did recently this year. Okay.
You tried to
Okay.
send a computer full of, like, malicious shit to Phil as well.
Yep. Apparently, and again, I wasn't aware of that at the time, that he was trying to send me a key.
But he
lock
wasn't gonna
computer,
accept
but
it
no one
anyway. Who
told me it's
fucking
true, so I have
cares?
to believe them, right? I didn't.
Honestly, this thing about the PC going to Phil is stupid, because DSP wasn't gonna accept it because he didn't want to like be thankful to Rich. Like, he would rather die than have that happen. Like, no. Literally, DSP is that guy. If Rich came up to him and gave him like $1 million and like a lifeline, he would spit in his face and just let go.
Received the computer, but apparently his editor did, and it was key locked. So
It's crazy. It won't unpause. My computer's like, please don't make me unpause this.
What sort of technical hell are we going through today,
Duh.
guys? Like,
I know. I'm just trying to.
Up any of that bullshit, but
we're going into it.
I'll say one thing flat out. Let's compare
Here we
what
go.
happens.
Oh.
One thing. So here he goes. He starts going like, let's compare what I did to other people. So, Dickers, just to let you know, just because other people did bad stuff that's worse doesn't mean you didn't do bad things.
He's
exactly.
Guess what? Guess what, class? That's the same defense DSP did. Well, they say that I'm bad, but there's like worse people out there. Like, guys, I'm not killing puppies on stream or anything. Like, okay.
And this is the thing with Rich. This is why Rich thinks he's better than me, okay? Because Rich's argument is that, well, Phil lied to his audience about WWE champions. Phil, for years, was playing the game and spending money on the game while he was crying to his audience, I need support to pay my bills. Now, when I said that, it was literally true.
When I said I need money to pay my bills, it was literally true, but I was also playing a mobile game and spending money. Again, if he wants to argue the amount that the trolls think he spent is not true, okay, let's go down that little route, right? So let's say that it wasn't 40,000. How much did he spend? He won't tell us. So how do we know it's not a lot of money that he put into it anyway? It could still be a lot of money. Not just because it's not 40,000, maybe like 200, right? That doesn't mean that money could have gone to your bills and you could have like been relaxed about it. Again, he won't tell us the amount of money he spent and says, well, I didn't spend that much money in the game. We don't know how much money you spent in the game, so you still spent money anyway. Since we don't know, it doesn't really absolve the problem. It doesn't vindicate or verify that you spent money on bills. Okay.
I was going through bankruptcy. I was going through all these hard times.
And again, it says a lot, right? If he wasn't spending a lot of money and this and that, like, the fact he needed to lie about it, like, doesn't that imply that there's a reason why he lied about it in the first place, instead of just saying, yeah, I play WWE champions? Like, why didn't he say that was his account in the first place? He's not smart enough, that's why.
Right? Now, I've already admitted to you guys, yes, I played WWE Champions. I've spent money on that game too. But what I've also told you is that the spending that my detractors tell you is real is fake.
Again, he lied for years about playing this fucking game. So he wants us to just believe that the amount that we say is not true, but he won't tell us the amount, but he's telling us that amount's a lie. Why the fuck would anyone with a functioning brain believe the dude who lied for 7 years or whatever about playing the game? Like, again, once you lose that trust, you have to build it up again. You can't just get it overnight. Like, that's not how that works.
Okay? They're wrong. They never had any tracking of my spending or anything at all. They don't know what they're talking about. They've always lied and over-exaggerated.
They under-exaggerate, by the way.
Yes, I did. Did I own that old account? Yes, I did. I used to own it. Okay? I've owned up to that.
PPP still thinks he owns it, by the way.
Anymore. At one point, maybe when the revelation happened, maybe at first people were like, oh god, no one cares. And the thing is,
no one cares. His dumb fucking audience that really have no critical brain in their head literally told him for years, over and over and over, that they don't care. And he said during that, like, I know you don't care, but I don't play that game, man. I don't play it. Still lied to them. It astounds me that his fans are, like, he found very specific people that really just roll over for this guy. Like, I've never seen a community of people this subservient to a fucking asshole. Like, it just blows my mind. Like, I can't believe that half the people I see in this chat exist.
That's my worst offense ever. That I spent money on a mobile game when I was streaming for free and asking for support from my viewers, and they gave it to me. My worst offense ever. That I spent money on a mobile game when I was streaming for free.
Streaming for free. Motherfucker. That's your job. Is streaming. And is it really free? Think about it. During that time, all the events he did were behind a sub goal. That's not doing sub goals for free, by the way. Shut up.
And asking for support from my viewers, and they gave it to me so that I could pay my bills and get through a tough financial time.
But yeah, they gave you money in the with the idea that you were spending it on bills to say, I was playing the game and spending money. Again, it doesn't matter the amount. Even if we ignore it, it still begs the question, how much money did you spend in it? Because how much money really went to the bills and the game? Again, he had him and Cat's income. So, come on.
Time that I happen to also spend some money on a mobile game. All right. Now, everyone knows this now, and everyone's okay with it. But the detractors aren't, because the detractors, this was what they had on me, right? For years and years. When it's finally revealed that Phil was really doing all of this, everyone's going to hate him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look.
I wish people hated him, honestly. I wish, like, when that happened, I wish, like, every fucking website was like, fuck this guy, and they banned him. And then, like, he gets put on a conservatorship. He's the only person that everyone else has had an awful time being in that kind of position. DSP needs that position. He needs to be put in one.
Look, I have 384 viewers on my stream. I have 73 viewers on Kick. Are you guys leaving in droves now because we just said that? Is this the end of the world?
Literally look at, like, the view drop off, and again, look at the people who's left behind. Like, he has LARPers and cringe people. Like, these are people he wants to hang out with? I mean, sure, whatever. Good for him, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Is
You know
this
what I'm
really
saying?
like, you hate my guts? Of course not. People are coming and still hanging out and watching and supporting. I've got 19 straight streams that you've supported me and I've hit all my goals, correct?
Again, he only hit it because he included Kick and YouTube income and tips. Like, 3 sources, all in one. Not that impressive.
So their argument is just a big fallacy. People don't dislike me because I admit
But no, the argument is that you played the game and it's shitty, that you did this, blah blah blah. These are all opinions people can have. Just because I have that opinion doesn't mean that means that I'm saying everyone else will agree with me. Like, dude, come on. They're like, and this dude brings up how all these people still, like, all these awful people like Logan Paul, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, and all these people who do fucked up shit still have a viewer base. People who do fucked up shit still have a viewer base, DSP. I mean, again, if you look through all this stuff that all these hot celebrities that get embroiled in scandals and issues, you're gonna see people say, I can't believe this happened. I'm done with them. Fuck that actor. They'll see people like, this guy, he's cool. I don't care about these people. They're liars. This guy is cool. You will always see that anyway. DSP, you could be a piece of shit and you'll still have fans. Like Rich. Rich has fans, probably. He probably saw people who are like, Rich, I love you, man. You're cool. Despite Rich being a piece of shit, right? Okay.
admitted to making mistakes in the past and apologized for them. And the mistakes aren't a big deal. Most people admit, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
He didn't really apologize, in my opinion. He was just like, yeah, I did it.
Big deal that Phil did this, right? So what he'll say is, well, you see, sure, I did awful things, but they're not as bad as Phil's. Wrong. You now understand that the one thing that anyone ever...
What if he thinks subjectively that what you did was bad, though? Like, whatever, okay.
...has on me, which is that one thing. That's it. Is not a big deal at all. Nobody...
What if I think it was a big deal? You said you wanted to slap an
an
11-year-old.
Is he starts to compare himself to all these other people that have done worse things than him. But the point, Rich, is that people don't dislike you.
What?
Because they only know that you've done bad things, right? Like, they know that other people have done bad things too. They dislike you because the bad things you've done are heinous things that no one agrees with, and they hate you for it. People understand,
what?
Right? Like, they know that other people have done bad things too.
So they know everyone does
dislike
bad
you
things
because
too.
the bad things you've done are heinous.
But you do bad things that are heinous. But heinous implies, right, that it's like awful, like horrendous stuff, right? Rich is saying, I've done bad stuff, but there's people out there that have done worse. And these are like, that's not the problem though, Rich. They're just saying that what you done is heinous. Okay. I mean, it's kind of like steamrolling his own point right now. But...
And they hate you for it. People
Okay.
understand that I've done some bad things, and they're like, it's not that big deal. Move on. Now that Phil has admitted to it, fine. The elephant in the room has been revealed. We can move on from it, and no one cares. But he can never move past his shit because people don't forgive him for what he's done, because his shit he's done is so much worse, right? But now he'll say, well, what about people who did worse things than me? No, Rich, that's not how it works. Because people have done...
Again, you go back to the documentary, DSP was saying how he was so bad in the Street Fighter community and all this other stuff. You watch him react to it, he's like, I was just joking around. I was just messing around. Okay.
worse things than you, it doesn't negate what you've done, right? Just because Hitler existed
Oh my
doesn't mean that
god.
the guy who only killed 5 people is okay. That's not how it works in life.
DSP, people have said this about you. Phil, I can't believe the trolls are mad at you. There are worse people out there. There are people like fucking Hitler that existed. Like, DSP, shut up. Like, this is... Like, people say the same shit about you. But since when Rich is the one saying it about himself, fuck him, right? How dare he try and defend himself?
It's you did heinous shit, you gotta live up to it, fess up to it, and improve for the better, and you haven't done that at all. Instead, you sit there coping high all day.
But at the same time, though, like, let's say Rich does what DSP wants him to do and says, I'm sorry for what I did and this and that, right? Let's say he did that. You really think everyone who hates Rich is gonna say, wow, he's cool now? No. Not everyone on the internet is that forgiving, and they'll go do that. People didn't forgive DSP for the WWE champions, but they're detractors, so who cares about what they think, right?
Begging your audience for contributions while trying to make fun of others who are your fucking betters. Rich, I am your better. Rich, guess what?
I am your Okay, bro, let's listen to
All
this.
day, begging your audience for contributions.
When did he beg, by the way? You know, at this point, DSP should show us the begging segments. Show us the begging segments. I don't think Rich begs all day. I'm not gonna believe... Like, you know what? DSP tells us every day that we should not just believe stuff that we hear, and we should really think about it, right? DSP's saying that Rich begs. I don't watch his streams. Should I believe what he says? Because I don't watch Rich's streams? Or should I at least be like, well, I don't know if that's true.
While trying to make fun of others who are your fucking betters. Rich.
You know what? And this is the other thing, right? DSP made it a business, right? To say that I'm punching up. You know, don't punch down, punch up. You know, this guy, he's bigger than me, so fuck him. All this other stuff. That mentality, right? So, Rich is technically in a position where he's below Phil, right? Correct? So, wouldn't it make more sense that Rich would be a little bit more upset at the people who are above him and punch up to the people who are not struggling as much as he is? Again, if the roles were reversed, I don't think DSP would be doing any of this at all.
I am your better. Rich, guess what? Are you ready for this one? Wings of Redemption and Boogie and Keemstar, they're all your betters. Don't you?
See how fucking stupid this guy's belief system is? This always aggravates me, because when people brag about, like, this is why people like dunk on people who virtue signal and all this other fucking bullshit, right? When you have these beliefs and you don't back it up, that's a problem, right? DSP spent years and years and years and years and years shitting on Keem for doing heinous stuff, right? Like he blamed Etika's suicide on Keem. He said that Keem should be more careful with what he says. All this stuff, blah blah. Like, there's rants of this. He says Keem is getting blood money. Oh, I can't believe Keem did this. Oh, fuck Keem. Oh, he's dangerous and this and that. He said that Boogie and Wings was gonna die in Lolcow Live because it's gonna be like the Anna Nicole Smith show. And this dude is now saying that those people are Rich's betters. The guy who lied about cancer, by the way, is Rich's better. Did Rich lie about having any terminal disease that ruins families? No, he didn't. At least from what I know. I don't know. At least from what I am to understand of Rich's situation. All I understand is that I don't think he's with his wife anymore. He lives with his mom. All this other shit, right? And his daughter went to the hospital, right? Correct. Boogie lied about cancer. And the thing is, the kicker is that DSP sat there was like, well, you know, when someone told him that he lied about cancer, well, I'm sure other people lied about their ailments in the past, man. So there was a guy who lied about being in a wheelchair. And this and that. It's like, okay, does that make it better that Boogie lied? Like, come on. And this dude is sitting there, like, just doing this shit when he sits there and is like, well, it is what it is, man. Like, fuck off. And this dude is sitting there like, well, Keem and Boogie on Wings are your betters. You know what they fucking do? He doesn't even care what they did. Like, all the grandstanding he did to shit on Keem and Boogie and Wings and all this stuff for taking a drama payday, it all went out the window, and now they're cool and fun. Again, why would anyone believe anything DSP says when the shit he says he himself doesn't believe in?
Do you understand that? They're all better than you. Every single fucking one of the people you make fun of is better than you.
And guess what? When people told that to DSP that those people are better than them, they're not better than me. I'm happy where I am. These people, they have to do drama to get ahead, man. I don't have to do that. And look at him now. Look at Mr. Pigman now. Fucking fall down a staircase, dude.
You're just the lowest of the fucking low, and you can't figure it out.
You can't figure it out.
Why? Everyone has told you. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he sits there with my detractors, grabbing his balls and stroking his dick. That's
Oh,
his stream. Is detractor heaven.
man.
He sits there while the detractors are fluffing him.
Detractor heaven is to touch his dick? Fuck that. No, dumbass. No, this dude is getting too sexual with this. This dude is getting. I think his fetish is seeping out. You know what I'm saying?
Him. Fluffing him. Constantly. It's like, what the?
Kino Casino fluffed DSP and look where he is right now. Again, he is. Dude, this is like no different from what Kino Casino did to Phil. Rich got glazed up and fluffed up by Doody, I guess. As DSP got fluffed up by Kino Casino, who are Rich's detractors. Man, DSP. Now imagine how, like, more amazing this would have been if he did this on his own, or just didn't talk about this at all, and he just did his own positive content that he used to do, right?
The fuck? How do you not see past your own nose? He can't. He doesn't understand that's his entire stream. Dude, you have 1 million subs on YouTube, and you're getting 300 views on a stream, and you're making less money than Darkside Phil.
Again, it's the fallacy of, oh, more subs, more followers, whatever, equal more money. That's not the case. It just says you got a lot of people who could be watching you and who may not be watching you. Like, it's like, I wouldn't say it's a worthless or pointless metric, but it's not like the holy grail of, like, of being successful. Like, I can show my art to, like, the planet. Everyone on the planet can look at it. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be successful. I mean, I'm grateful for, you know, people who like the dumb art I make and all that stuff. And that's great, you know? But I'm not gonna sit there and say, guys, I have like 1,000 followers. I should be having $1,000, right? Like, no, that's not how that works.
You're a failure and a loser. You have no right to sit there and try to make fun of others all day on your stream, dude. You're an embarrassment not only to the content creation community, you're an embarrassment to humanity as a whole.
I don't know about that.
How do you not get it?
I mean, there's more things that embarrass humanity than Rich just getting high all day.
Everyone's laughing at you because they're all better than you. Holy shit, man. It's
And
like,
also, if we're gonna accept your argument on that, then you need to shut the fuck up about Phil. Because there
exactly.
are way worse fucking people than Phil out there. There's
Exactly, but DSP literally just argued against that, and DSP's like, yeah, there are worse people than me. Oh man, DSP, he really needs to find a staircase or bleach or a bridge. I don't know. I'm just saying things. These are just words.
Ralph, and like this is the thing, like Dickers. What, like he picks and chooses which side of that argument he wants to believe.
That's
But What he
right.
says here is some of the most insane shit I've ever heard.
Thank you, Suffa Horse, who has gifted a membership over on Kick. I appreciate that, Suffa Horse. Thank you so much. Still only one per person. No one changes the leaderboard.
Someone brought
to
that
the
up
top
into the Kick
sub
chat.
today,
Were
still
you?
just one sub. If someone
Were
gets
you
two
shooting
or
out
more,
Rich for the
then
same
we'll change that
argument?
on the
Oof.
leaderboard there.
All right.
To me, to things like what other people have been caught doing this year.
Here we go.
It's like there's way crazier pedophiles. And whoa, what dickers? Like,
Dickers, what?
what do you mean? Like, listen.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, if the
Exonerate.
argument is
That was
If
such a weird, awkward of silence right there. Like he just said that, and it was like a palpable silence.
argument is other
Whatever.
people did worse. He's confessing he did all this shit.
Right.
He's saying he did it all, but it's okay because Dr. Disrespect is bad.
And
And that's the funny part is I have confessed the stuff that I've done wrong, and no one cares anymore. Everyone's cool with it.
He done this though. He literally said it multiple times. There are people who've done worse things than this, and blah blah blah. Fucking DSP, shut up. Just shut up. Remember when you used to be a positive streamer? Remember that? I remember that.
Except my detractor community, because again, they need something to keep making content on, so they keep beating the dead horse that the literal rest of the world doesn't care about. The thing
The rest
is,
of the world.
no one has forgiven him at all, because the shit he's done is so fucked up, right?
Like what?
And we watched the documentary. Just watch the documentary.
there's the
react like I
charity,
did to
sure,
these
but
guys
he
over on my
gave
DSP
money to
reaction
charity
on
at the end of the
Back in August,
day.
and you'll see the shit he did, the heinous stuff over the years, way worse than the shit that he criticizes me for. Yet somehow he thinks
But again, DSP is no better if you think about it, right? If one of Rich's things is that he didn't pay Jay and all this other stuff, or that he fired him and didn't pay him, whatever. DSP did not pay Howard, and he thinks that Howard is not entitled to get any payment because he's not friends with him. Like, come on.
that because I played WWE Champions and spent money on a mobile game
Come on, dog.
during a time when also I was taking contributions to pay my bills for my viewing audience, that this is the most heinous action ever compiled by any human, right?
Any humming.
So there you go. Pochita 96, the gameplay usually starts around 1 p.m. Pacific time, FYI. Okay. Moving forward, because now we have so many timestamps, I don't even think I'm going to be able to do all of these. Let's see. 143, I think, was one.
Putting the keyloggers in the computer.
There they go. They're talking about what he's
accusing
done.
us of hacking him without any evidence and being a filthy liar. He believes this entitles him to millions of dollars in compensation.
what the fuck?
When did he say this? What?
Oh, didn't he say that he should be rich or yeah, he said something like, I should be rich. If everyone else is rich and they're a scumbag, well, I should also be rich. Wait, what? So because you're admitting you're a scumbag, you think you should be rich?
Oh my god, dude! Like it's an obvious like joke. Because like he's saying, like there's scumbags that are still successful. Whatever. Okay.
Angry that people like Dr. Disrespect, is rich.
This is stuff that DSP also got mad about. Like, oh, these people. Like he even said, like back when he was like in the Twitch era, he was like, oh, you know what's gonna happen? Dr. Disrespect's gonna get banned for the bathroom incident. And he's gonna come right back and make a lot of money. He's gonna make a lot of money, man. Okay.
And he's not. So he's upset about that. And he wants the money that he has.
I didn't never felt that way.
His name is Rich, but he's not affluent. We're getting confused.
Oh my god,
His
dude.
name is Rich, but he's not rich. He's not affluent. He's not financially well off. He wishes he was financially well off like people who are better than him, like Dr. Disrespect and stuff. He's very upset that people bigger than him have been exposed for heinous things and they're still rich and he's still poor.
Dude, like Dr. Disrespect got like exposed for doing fucked up shit, man. You really think that that's cool that dude may still make a lot of money? All right, that's certainly a take.
It would be like if you promise us to play plumbers, then last minute you decide to play something else. I would.
What the fuck did he just say? Plus the plumbers and plus and probably
This is someone else's
Trying
part,
to
though.
say that
Point.
Phil-
Oops.
promising to eat the Krabby Patty
Oh my
and
god.
instead eating the Burger King meal would be like if he promised to play Plumbers Don't Wear Ties and then played something else.
Okay. Who cares?
I mean,
Like, all right, he didn't eat the Krabby Patty. Crucify him on the cross.
put him on the cross.
Like,
I just is there real okay, I have a serious question. No, I have to ask this. Okay? Has life become so easy
Oh my
for
god.
humanity? Life has become so easy. You know, humanity doesn't need to do anything to survive anymore. You don't have to gather resources, you don't have to hunt, you don't have to fight for safety for yourself or your family, right? There's not like a
Dude, this dude is talking like this, and it's like so annoying. So annoying to listen to. He wants to make a point, and he's like, well, you know, we're not like hunting for food anymore, man. Life is so easy. Oh, man, DSP, can you please just fucking shut up? Drink some bleach, why don't you?
giant fighting for resources anymore. So life has become so easy for human beings, correct? The biggest thing for some people to be talking about and caring about this week was that instead of me going to Wendy's and buying the Krabby Patty meal and doing a taste test of it, I instead ordered the Addams Family meal from Burger King and did a taste of that instead. This is actually the big thing.
Dude, people who bring that up, that may not even mean it's a big deal. They may just be talking about it because they just want to talk about it. Like, I could do a video on, like, I think I've done a few videos about DSP that were about, like, his game reviews and this other shit, which isn't a big deal, but it's like, I just wanted to make a video about it because I just wanted to rant about something. Or I just want to talk about something that's on my mind. That's really it. Just because someone made a video of it doesn't always mean it's a big deal.
That certain humans have talked about this week. This is the big event of their life. Do you see what happens when humanity has become such a, how can I say, insulated, protected?
And now we're doing an anime villain talk. This is what, like, you watch an anime and then the main villain's like, humanity has become this insulated, protected class. When I eat the golden apple, I shall recreate the world where humanity gets to fight and the strong survive and the weak perish. That's true equality. And then, like, the main character's like, no, fuck you! And then it's like an epic moment. And then the theme song of the song starts to play, and it's like an action-packed scene, and all the visions of, like, the past show up. It's like, whoa! Like, that's what's gonna happen.
Coddled being entity. Humanity, it's so
Oh,
easy for...
oh boy.
What happens when humanity has become such a, how can I say, insulated, protected, coddled being entity?
Coddled being entity. This dude needs to be shoved in a locker and locked in, and people forgot about it. Oh, did we put a dude in a locker? I don't know. Fuck it. Let's move on.
Humanity, it's so easy for humans. Like right now outside, there's animals outside, and they're scraping by. I need to get food today. What am I gonna do? Shit, I gotta go hunt a rat and eat the rat for food.
Oh my god,
man,
dude!
I gotta go.
Animals probably don't think like that. They're probably like, oh shit, I need to eat. They probably just like, oh fuck it. Oh, they just fucking do. They're animals. But there's people in the world who also suffer and struggle and like all this other stuff. And you know what? This fucking guy sits there in his little gated community, and it's like, my life has been tough. It has. And this and that all the day, talking about how hard his life fucking is. And this dude is like, is our life that easy that people are complaining about the burger? This dude complains about less shit. This dude, you know what? This dude cried about the Burger King Cha-King thing for months. He wanted to get his money back. And all this other shit. That's not like being a coddled little entity. This dude is a baby himself, and he's like, these other people, they're being a bunch of Karens. You're a Karen. You're the king of them.
Scavenging for nuts and berries out of the trees. I gotta bury that shit because the winter's coming up, and I want to survive over the winter. It's life or death for me to do this.
How is burying their nuts saving them for the winter. Like they do that, whatever. You know, fuck it. Shut up.
Survive. But for Review Tech and my detractors, the big thing they have to do is talk about how Darkside Phil didn't eat a Krabby Patty meal. And by the way, God forbid that ever happened, that we all get to that level as humans. We all like our comforts and being insulated. But if that ever happened, I'm pretty sure at least I could make like a college try effort to go out and try to survive.
A college try effort? I'm sorry, if you're saying if I have to survive, I'll give it the old college try. You're gonna die in a second. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not, fucker. You're gonna die. You're gonna die for. Hot take. Kat is probably gonna survive longer than Phil. Yeah. You know, everyone says, "Oh, she's fat though, Theo." She probably does. Nah, man. She's gonna like find a way to have DSP do a complete sacrifice for her, and then she's gonna like just live. She's just gonna live, and she'll be free. She'll truly be free if that happens.
Or hunt or gather. You really think Review Tech would be doing that? No, he'd
Do you think Cat's gonna do
down
that?
the hill,
Maybe not. Whatever.
into a gutter and just fucking, disintegrate. There's no THC to consume, so that would be the end of his existence.
THC is the plan.
Make an honest try to survive this fucking guy.
DSP,
man, Phil is
you realize you have a bad back, and and all the stuff you need to have you need to be very flexible and mobile. Your bad back will probably explode at the chest. I mean, this is the guy that says that doing grocery shopping is a workout to him. Grocery shopping. Carrying the groceries is a workout.
So bad. He's such a heinous villain, and I gotta make fun of him. This is the content, right? So anyway.
Anyways.
Thank you to Cave Teeth, $10 super chat over on YouTube. He says, "Yeah, I had that drop box, and I tried to frame others for it, but DSP didn't eat the Krabby Patty meal," said Dickers. Exactly. Just unreal.
But is Dickers saying that's equivalent?
No big
Whatever,
deal
okay.
because, I didn't eat a Krabby Patty this week. That's what humanity is concerned with, right?
Oh my god. I'm concerned he's not drinking enough bleach. That's my concern. He should drink more.
So thank you very much for that, Cave Teeth. I mean, I have tons of timestamps. We could jump around and keep watching. But I feel like we already spent so much time on it. Maybe we'll get back to this later in the week, because I have funny shit.
We're gonna talk more about Rich this week.
He wants to get paid to go on LOLCAL Live. He thinks he should be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to appear on LOLCAL
Oh my
Live.
god.
I'm not kidding you.
I can't believe Rich has the audacity to feel he has an ounce of self-worth. What an awful thing to have, right? Okay.
He actually thinks he should be getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to appear on that show. Keep in mind, I was offered $50,000 to be the part of the show. He wants $100,000 just to appear on the show, and he's being serious too. What's up, Jade? Good morning.
How do we
Jade.
know he's being serious? Isn't he high, right?
Let's see.
And when people are high, they say crazy
I've had
things.
enough. You know what? I've just had enough of it.
I had enough.
I really had enough of it. All
No,
right?
you didn't. You're gonna talk about him
By
again.
the way,
Your favorite content.
what's the next plan for Rich? What's the next thing he's doing? Would you like to know?
Yeah, what's the next thing?
Hold on.
Why isn't he prepared? I thought he's a professional.
He posted this morning. He already edited it, but the original post was basically up until the last two sentences of this on X, but then he edited it to add the last two sentences. So Rich has posted this up this morning. I think by the end of this month, I will be shutting down my ReviewTechUSA YouTube channel. I'm not 100% on this yet, but I truly think it's time. It's a relic from a different era, and it's time to completely close the door on that chapter of my life. I will let you know where live stream clips will go next month. Those will still happen. Okay? So he actually wants to delete his YouTube channel with 1 million subs.
Isn't it kind of unfair, right? He's not showing us the latest post of this. Like, he's showing the original. You'd think he'd show us the new one so it'd be a little bit more fair, but whatever.
Because he doesn't want to actually make meaningful content anymore. Like, he's
And you know what's kind of bullshit though? He literally openly said that his content sucks and this and that, blah blah blah. Like, he pretty much insinuated that he should stop making content. He does it, and now he's like, look how stupid this guy is. He's gonna stop making content. I mean, maybe that would be bad. DSP would have nothing to talk about. He would truly have nothing to talk about.
Actually admitting in this post publicly that it's over for him. He no longer.
By the way, he also said he's not 100%. So that doesn't really mean he's committed to this. This is the same wording DSP would say, by the way. He would definitely say something like this. And then if it didn't come to pass, he'd say, well, I didn't say it was for certain, guys. I didn't say I would. I said maybe.
Can make actual content. He just wants to sit there high all day, streaming garbage for my detractors. Like, that's it. He just wants to become a detractor entertainer.
A detractor entertainer.
That's the end of it. That's his existence from now on. He actually thinks that
Where
that's
did he
gonna,
say that?
make him a living and pay his bills for the rest of his life.
Okay,
he actually
cool.
believes this, right?
He actually believes
that
this.
There's been a million of those.
Hold up.
That's his existence from now on. He actually thinks that that's going to, make him a living and pay his bills for the rest of his life.
You could say the same about DSP. Oh, he thinks he's going to be able to pay his bills by playing video games all day. But he actually is, guys.
He actually believes this, right?
Okay.
Keep in mind that there's been a million of those.
He says this. He's like, he actually believes this. My guy, DSP, you said for years and years and years how people who make fun of you do it for a living. They do it for a living. And now he's mocking Rich with the assumption he's doing this, by the way. He says, can you believe he thinks he's going to make a living making fun of me? He believes this. So, when DSP told us that people make a living making fun of him, was he just messing around? Just being silly? Was he not being serious?
Right? And how many have really been able to do it long term? Not many. There's a few, but not many. And they're starting to get demonetized now. So I don't know what he actually thinks he's doing.
Oh no.
But the funny part about it is,
what's so funny?
Here's the thing.
Again, I love that he says they're being demonetized, and yet they still detract on him and make videos. But he said that, if they were making money, they'd stop being detractors. Let's not think about this, guys.
You look at this.
You look at it. Look at this.
Do you want to know the truth? I don't believe this at all. At all. 100% I don't believe this. Do you want to know why I think he posted this up? Because if you remember, last week when I felted this motherfucker on the show, what did I say? I said, Rich, if you were to delete all of your content off of the internet, no one would care. Like, literally, it wouldn't matter. If you deleted all of your shit off the internet right now, there would not be a great loss. Nothing of value would be lost because all you've ever done is make crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he posted this up because he wanted to get a stroking of his ego. That's exactly what this is. Gee, I wonder if what Phil said is true. Let me post this up. So what he wanted...
This is literal projection. Literal projection. Because you want to know why? DSP does the same shit. That's why you get such crazy statements from him. Like, I'm trying to think, guys, okay? Like, he gives all these ultimatums. Like, he said, like, guys, the YouTube audience takes me for granted. They need to step up. I don't want to leave Twitch, but I will. Oh my god, he said all this other kind of stuff. I mean, that's not really a good example, honestly. But he does the same kind of shit too in different ways, I guess. Like, he gets people to say, "Oh, I'm here for you, Phil. Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through this and that." Like, he does the same shit. He's no better.
He wanted to see a train of replies. He wanted to see his fans sitting here crying.
A lot of them are not crying, though.
Now, what's funny is, some people actually legitimately do like the guy. That's a bad idea. Keep it open. You'll get residual AdSense. To Lolcow live clips, you can move to Lolcow now. Right? Thanks for the times you mentioned me on your channel. It meant a lot to me. Can I buy your channel? Right?
Right?
You still have plenty of videos people like to go back to and revisit. This is what he wanted.
This is what he wanted. But you know what? It doesn't really, mean much from Phil when DSP said, he used to review tech. His videos used to be good. And then the dude pretty much echoes that same thing, like, yo, your old videos were pretty good. Look at this. He wanted this. DSP, shut up.
For the woe is me, I'm depressed, I'm giving up.
This is coming from the guy who literally brought up his depression, and then got a lot of people like, "Oh man, I'm here for you, Phil." When this dude, like, he said that he typed the State of Decay 2 tweet because of his depression, to later then say he just said that and all this other shit. Like, shut up.
Sob story to be responded to by his viewers is, "No, please, Rich, please don't delete your channel. We love you so much." So then he can come back and he can be like, "Oh,
Dude, this is why you get like videos where he says, "Guys, if I don't, guys, look at the support. There's no support. Guys, I really want the support. If this keeps up, I may have to stop playing the game. I may stop playing this. I like the game, but I can't keep playing it if I'm not making the money, man." He would say that over and over, and then there'd be some guy like, "Oh my god, I love Fallout 4, I love you, sir. Here's $100. And they're like, "Wow, what a generous tip," and all this shit. That is the equivalent, I guess. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. That's the equivalent. Him just sitting there and giving us a sad boy routine. "Guys, I would love to play this, but look at the support, guys. Look at it. No one's talking. No one's doing this. I can't keep playing if it's like this." Okay, dude.
oh, you see, people do still care about me. So I'm not going to delete my content because look at these people who are stroking me and saying that." So this is his pathetic attempt.
DSP is
at
trying to
attention.
neg him to
This
do
is
it,
not,
by the way.
I'm actually
He's
like,
like, "Do it, Rich. Call your bluff." He's calling his bluff.
This is, "Oh, I need to get some kind of a boost. I want someone to stroke me. So let me put up a sob story,
Again, this is the guy that also pretended that he wasn't like he couldn't afford Super Mario RPG. He was like, "Oh, I don't know what we should do, guys. Should we play that game or play this other game?" And then he ended up buying that game anyway. And then, I think someone gifted him RoboCop, but whatever. It was like nonsense.
Oh,
He was buying that game anyway.
on my timeline, and hopefully some people will, "Oh, I like it." In reality, more than half of the content or the clips here are
Clips. These are
basically
tweets,
people
sir.
kind of making fun of him, right?
Right?
Or just saying, "Nah, who cares?" Or at least get the AdSense, right? But in
Okay.
truth, he's not getting any money on those videos. You want to know what the truth is? Content like his is very, very timely in the moment, but it only ever gets views in the moment, all right? So, for example, let me give you an example here, okay? If I'm playing Silent Hill 2 Remake,
Whatever.
I will get views day one. I will get views over the week. I'll get views over the month. And then there's people who residually come watch that playthrough over time. Why? Because it's timeless.
Why?
A video game playthrough is timeless. You can watch it whenever you want, and it's still pertinent. If Rich is doing a react video to me or a react video to the news or something, it's only timely to that moment.
I
time, no
wouldn't
one
say
cares
that
about
because
what
there are times I do go back to watch old Tevin videos time to time. I mean, like, sometimes that can be a thing because you may want to hear like old stuff. Like, there's stuff that may seem even funnier back in the day. Like, there's stuff that you could find back in the day, or that would make you think these would hate himself if he saw what he became. Literally, like, I think if young DSP saw what he became, he would file for a job application. He would get a job. He would say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do this, man."
Rich said about me 3 months ago. They want to see what he's going to say about me today. So he has to keep making that content to be timely. His entire content farm that he has on his channel makes him no money because it doesn't get residual views because no one goes back to watch his old videos because they're all pointless. He literally just kept pooping in the same spot over and over, and he amassed a pile of shit that no one ever wants to go back to and see. They want to keep walking away
This is
from
Rich
it.
coming from a guy
You know
with
what I
like
mean?
what?
Like,
How
who
many
the fuck cares
videos?
about 10 years of garbage that isn't pertinent to today? That's why it doesn't matter if he deletes
Oh
his
my
channel
God,
or not.
this
No one will
dude.
care because nothing of value will literally be lost.
Well, he literally had people say that they cared about the old content. Now he's saying no one
So
will
it's
care.
pretty fucking
Whatever.
sad that this is what's become of this man. But I really don't believe he's going to delete his channel at all. I think he's full of shit. I think this is him looking for
Wow.
attention. All right.
Okay,
Now, very
these would
briefly,
never do
because
that.
I really don't want to harp on this next thing fat. We're going to do this very quickly, I promise
Now
you.
this
So-
part, I'll be honest. I was kind of with ALT on this one. This part is like a train wreck. It is the most try hard thing he did. Like, he was really scraping for this. Like, I'm just blown. Now I get to like actually pay attention to it because I was playing Guilty Gear as he was doing this. So but it just did not sound like he knew what the fuck he was talking about, or what he was going to do.
Jokingly, all right, that doody streams. Well, you know, a lot of people are calling him my top detractor, which I find hilarious. Like, this is a competition now. Like, who's the biggest A-logger of Phil? Who's the biggest harasser of Phil? Who's the biggest person who wastes their life making
these
fun of Phil?
Thumbnails can
right?
Go away.
I told you guys jokingly, he made 9 videos about the Krabby Patty. All right? Jokingly, I said this. First off, you'll notice something. As you scroll down and you look at all his content, he didn't make any of it. Literally all of Doody Stream's content, he pays for someone else to make. Like,
okay. DSP. What is the problem with paying people for art? Now, I think he's using AI art for his thumbnails, so if he's paying for that, that is really dented. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. If you're gonna spend money for something, you could pay an artist, you know, a dude who knows how to pick up a pencil, then fucking AI slap that he could have probably done for free, by the way, but, you know, whatever.
maybe.
But DSP sitting there saying, like, how dare Doody spend money on people who, like, do to make this for him? That notion itself, I think, is really stupid, because this dude gets all this stuff made for him, and he gets paid for other people's artwork. DSP. How is that better than paying people for a thing you want to use, right? Like, what if Doody is not an artist? I mean, if he's using AI, I don't think he is. But he's not an artist, right? So, not everyone can draw. Not everyone can do this, right? That's why you pay someone to do it for you. That's why artists have commissions and this and that. Like, if you don't want to do it, I'll draw this for you, whatever. Like, that's why people pay for that. That's, you know.
Maybe I would believe he made this one because it looks terrible, right? But
they all look
like
terrible,
these thumbnails, he didn't make this. He didn't make this. He
how
doesn't do that.
How does he know? Like, what is the evidence? You know, DSP tells us every day, oh, you shouldn't believe stuff without evidence. Why can't he say this without any evidence? Show me the evidence, Phil.
Pays someone. Look at his layout. He pays someone to make all his content for him.
Oh,
so literally his channel is a purchased detractor channel.
What?
There's nothing in it whatsoever of value because it's all someone else's work slapped together.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's go to YouTube. Let's check out DSP Gaming, right? Let's see. Did DSP do this thumbnail? No. Did he do this thumbnail? No. Let's see. Let's just go through the thumbnails, right? He did. By the way, the clip stuff is his editors, by the way. He didn't do these thumbnails. This is someone else doing this thumbnail. Okay. Dude, a friend of mine was texting me. I'm sure someone else made this thumbnail for him. He didn't make these thumbnails. He didn't make these well, maybe no. He didn't make those thumbnails. I'm gonna say it. He didn't make those thumbnails. You know, one of the thumbnails DSP makes are the ones that YouTube generates. The podcast and the daily wrap. That's it. That's it. The emotes that are in his fucking channel, his editors made them. That's all his editors that don't get paid. They get paid by submitting React videos. That's their payment. That's their payment. You go to the shop and it's all designs that he did not make. And he's sitting there mocking other people for that thing. But DSP, you do the same shit. Get out.
You understand?
You understand?
It's pretty funny. Now,
pretty funny.
I was jokingly saying Doody Streams, okay, made 9 videos about the Krabby Patty. Let's play a little game called Did Doody Do It? All right? Let's play a game. Did Doody do it? Let's
let me
actually. 'Cause
let
I'm
me
not
guess. The reason why he called it that because it sounds like duty, man.
looked at his channel.
Hilarious,
all
right?
So we're gonna
He
do
d-
is scroll down.
He didn't look at his channel, but he knew immediately to do this video so he can like do this. Whatever.
All right, so this is before. Okay, good. This is before me talking about the Krabby Patty, correct?
Why did
Yeah,
he go
here's
to his
metaphor.
channel?
Okay, so
You
let's
notice
go.
he's not going to his channel, right?
Let's see here. Look,
Why does
nice,
he go to his channel?
Completely invented thumbnail of my wife. You know, complete bullshit. This is not what she looks like, but there you go.
I don't know. I don't believe that, Phil. Show us. Bring in the cat. Bring her in. Let me see. I want evidence. You know, I'm gonna be smart the way he wants me to, and I'm gonna demand evidence. Every claim he says that's not what she looks like. Show me her. Phil, bring her in. She lives with you, correct?
DSP rages for an hour over Review Tech dumping on him. Blames duty and slanders Rich. No, what I did is I felted
Oh my
Rich for an
God.
hour.
That is
And it was
ranting.
very fun.
Very
didn't-
fun.
Rage about him. I made fun of him. It was a good time. I had a good time.
You can be
I got
mad
to make
and
fun of the
whatever.
guy who's been a bully to
Okay.
me for a decade.
Yeah, he's
And I had a
bullying
lot
you.
of fun doing it, and people enjoyed it. That's not what happened. But of course, that's all of his content, right? Okay, I'm trying to find.
This is really cringe.
This is
man.
funny. Oh God, I didn't even see this. DSP finds a new way to beg, creates a card account, and plans to spam his chat with it. Does Duty even know what a card account is?
He said he
card
was
account
gonna.
is literally a website where you
He literally said he was gonna add a tip link and his merch store. I mean, you could argue that it's not meant for begging, but DSP's gonna find a way to use it for that. You know, where there's a way, where there's a website, there's a beg.
just put all of your links together on one page so people can find it. There's literally nothing there that's new. There's nothing
whatever.
on the page that says, hey, click here to pay Phil or click here to do that. It's just listing links. How is
Listing
that
links. Okay,
new way
but
to-
do those links like go to a website where you can put payment information in and you may or may not be able to get a shirt or a mug?
To beg. This is like if I made a business card with information.
Okay, you know what? Let's see. Where is the we got 4 links, guys. Let's see. Where's the card shit? You'd think it'd be here. Okay, maybe it's in the No.
You ready?
No. No, pause. RT returns for more insanity? He didn't really return. You just kind of brought him in. Whatever. Duties. Oh, let's count Duties vids. Wow, that's what that segment's called. It has to be on Twitter, and I'm not gonna fucking bother. Fuck you, Phil. I ain't gonna look at that shit. Okay.
On it, right? And I just handed it out. That's what card is. That's what card means. It's supposed to be like a virtual business card. So what the fuck does that even mean? Again, there's nothing to anything he says. He gets 9,000 views. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think he gets these views anymore. Now, I have no evidence of this, of course. I totally am starting to believe that this guy is like view botting himself.
No, you
Or-
need
I mean, he
evidence.
pays
I'm
for
not
everything
believing
else on
that.
his channel. He pays for his thumbnail. He pays for the animations. He pays for the layout. It stands to reason he pays for the views, right? Because
Again, why is it negative for someone to pay someone for services? Why is that bad? Oh, okay. Whatever,
cannot
sir.
believe that this fucking insanely
I cannot
bad clip
believe,
video
right?
of me 11 minutes me talking about card. That's the most boring thing possible. That's a thing only my big fans would care about card.
Okay.
Because all it is a way to find all of my stuff. How could you like I just don't understand at all why 9,000 fucking idiots would watch that
9,000?
video. Like for some people you look at views like that's like a badge of success. This is a badge of like retardation.
Whoa, 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 buddy. Whoa.
You do what I
Shit.
want.
No.
You think about the choice you're making.
He said the slur. Now, of course, people are going to say, well, it's not a big deal. I mean, whatever. But DSP always tells us how I would never say slurs ever. That pisses me off. But that's a slur. Like, come on, dog.
It's like what the fuck?
What the fuck?
9,000 people fucking watched that? Why?
Why?
This is for a few hundred people to know where my information is.
I thought.
I just,
Did he tell us that detractor videos attract like mouth droolers or
I don't
whatever the fuck?
understand it
Okay.
at all. I'm so lost. How could that? You know what I'm saying? Like, huh? All right. Anyway, to try to get to what we're getting. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the first video. Oh, by the way, here we go again. Look at this.
Here we go again.
Completely fake. But
dude, people say cat's
the
fat, and of
first
course they're
Krabby
gonna say
Patty
she's
video
fat.
was
Whatever.
6
Okay.
days ago.
All right.
Okay, so there's one.
Okay. Wait, actually, you know what? Let's look at the titles. We'll go further than what DSP did, right? Let's see. DSP's 2K Krabby Patty reward scam may not happen, not being offered via DoorDash. Will he back out? So this is saying, like, will he do it because it's not offered?
But the first Krabby Patty video was 6 days ago. Okay, so there's one.
All right.
Two.
Meaningful podcast, DSP and RTU, 2K Krabby Patty scam, and more. Okay, so this is like them just discussing about. So this is like this is more of a podcast.
Here's two.
But
We had
okay.
a podcast about it, so that's two. What the fuck is this?
Dude, it's just a cartoon. Who fucking cares?
What is this? I'm not even gonna ask. Does he think that that's a woman that would come for him? No.
Okay.
No, Doody. Women don't speak with you at all. Trust me. There's no woman on this planet that would speak with Doody.
Sure, buddy.
Okay, so that's two. Three.
Breaking: DSP wants to stream on Kick and force the Dents to pay for 4 channel memberships. You see why I think DSP just can't read? Because if you just look at the title, you already know it has nothing to do with the Krabby Patty. Now, maybe in the video he brings it up, right? But you can definitely tell just by reading the title, the main like attraction of this is that he has Kick and he wants people to like support 4 channels. That's the fucking video. Okay. We get another one. DSP now begs for $3,750 to eat Burger King Adams family meal.
4.
Okay.
We got 4.
I mean that one is true. So three, only 3.
Inside the Detractor World, Doody streams on Kino, Casino, and Lalcal Live. I don't know what this is. This isn't his video. Why is it on his channel?
You typed in Doody streams. The video title has Doody streams. I mean, DSP, come on. You're not like looking at his channel. You're looking at a search
That's bizarre.
thing.
How did he get
Oh.
someone else's video on
Oh
his
my
channel?
god.
Well, that's 4. 5, because here you go.
Wait,
I don't know
what?
what this is. This is 4.
Oh, okay.
Inside the Detractor World, Doody streams on Kino, Casino, and Lalcal. 4. 5, because here you go. 5.
DSP believes Kick will save the business, already screwed up the implementation and banning everyone. That still has nothing to do with the burger. So we're still at 3, by the way. I'm counting. We're still at 3.
5. All right, wait a minute. This one's not about it. This is
DSP launch of his Kick channel doesn't go well. First stream, okay.
about me streaming on Kit. So that's 5.
No, you're still on 3. Duty's multi-stream podcast. Let's get more views than Phil. Okay, that's not has nothing to do with
Well, here's the thing.
that.
Wait, it's part 1 and 2? I'm so confused.
Maybe he has maybe his OBS crashed.
Okay, 6.
Okay, let's see. This one says DSP upset detractors are making clips on Kick, demands Dents to counter with positivity. Okay, we're still at 3. Has nothing to do with Krabby Patty.
No, wait. Is that? Oh, yes, it is. No, wait, that's not. That's not. By the
Oh,
way,
man, this dude is on something.
on what planet do I look like that? On what planet do I look like that?
It's a caricature,
dude.
but it's made from AI. Dude, there's a watermark on that shirt. It looks like DeviantArt. It looks like a DeviantArt logo or something.
That you superimposed my face. I can't get it to stop doing that. You superimposed my face on like Rich's body or Boogie's body or Wings' body.
Yeah, all fat people look the same,
You're
right?
like, what do you? How is that me?
Breathe.
You have eyes? I weigh
Oh my
195 pounds.
It's obvious he's doing
I'm
this to
10
piss you
pounds
off at
overweight.
this point.
What are you? It doesn't even make sense.
Maybe your
Right?
reaction.
Oh, here we go. So this
So Doody calls the Wendy's near DSP a home. Okay, so I mean, 4. That's 4.
is what, 6?
4.
Duty calls the Wendy's near DSP's
4.
home to confirm he lied. So that's 6.
4.
7.
DSP 2K gorging with the pig scam, the dense edition. So this just seems like is this a video of like him eating? So we'll say 5.
Here's 7 because there's the Burger King
5.
crust. That's 7
5.
videos.
DSP cries to Duty streams collab with PPP to prove DSP lied about Krabby Patty meal.
8. There's 8 videos. Wait a minute. It's 8.
6, I guess. Yeah, 6. DSP spends almost 30 minutes talking about money, for God's sakes. Okay.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, no.
DSP lies again about the Krabby Patty. Okay, 7.
9. Are you kidding me? 9.
7.
I swear.
7.
No, everyone. I swear
7.
to God. I have to promise you something.
7.
I didn't watch
7.
this beforehand.
7.
I swear
7.
to God, I did not look at his page
He's
beforehand.
incorrect. He's up by 3.
I guessed 9
No,
videos.
2. I'm dumb.
All
but
right, I guessed 9.
2.
This is 9 videos. 10 videos.
Meaningful podcast. 2K burgers came. Okay. 8. Okay, 8. He's still up by 2, by the way. He's maintaining the margin of error here.
10 videos. Dude, these streams made 10
8.
fucking videos
8.
about the Krabby Patty meal.
8 videos. I counted,
he
Phil.
made 10 videos.
8
about it,
videos. 8 videos.
right? Like, are you kidding me? 10 fucking videos.
The only way I'll agree with him is if those videos I did not count did talk about it. And if that's the case, that debunks DSP saying he didn't watch the videos then. Because I wouldn't know. I didn't watch the videos. That's why I got 8. Because I counted the ones that had the title about the burger and all that shit. Come on, dog.
About the Krabby Patty meal? I was joking when I said 9. He made 10.
He would have been closer if he kept the 9, by the way. But it was 8. I don't know what metric he used. Maybe just thumbnails, which is like really stupid. Anyone could just put a burger in a thumbnail and that would trick him. Like, that's pretty special for someone to say, right?
Is there anything even left to say at this point? But by the way, like, that's the kind of guy that Rich wants to be like. Like, Rich is like, I got to go all in on this content. I want to be a full-time DSP detractor. That's who I want to be associated with. The people who made 10 videos
8
within
by the way.
4 days. Because that was what? It said 6 days ago to 2 days ago? 10 videos within 4 days about the Krabby Patty meal.
Okay.
Literally, my fans, on the day that it was going to be, I said, hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
I can't do it.
Now,
I'm not
guys.
delivering it anymore. For some reason, it's not in the app. So instead, I'm going to get the Addams Family meal, and I'm not just going to do the burger. I'm going to do the whole menu for you guys. And everyone in chat was like, oh, really? That's awesome. That's amazing.
So,
You're gonna do the
so
whole
then, again, this is like the usual thing you say about 2 DSP. If that's the case, why the fuck are we talking about what the trolls think? Why can't he just focus on the positive?
menu. That's cool. So I order it, and then all of a sudden, one by
But
one
then
during the
he'll
day,
sit there and say, well, I'm saying this is to show you guys the kind of people my trolls are. But why should they care? Why should these people care who the trolls are if they like your content? Whatever, okay.
here come the sock accounts. Literally not a single fan of mine.
Like, I honestly can't imagine, like, I like, support a dude, like, Mega64, right? And I don't remember that, and I don't know how I'd feel if they start talking about their detractors. like they may talk about like, you know, negative comments and this, that, here and there, but these are like very contextual and very like, and they at least try to be like, they keep it anonymous, so it's like, you know, you don't want people to like to argue with them, whatever. And they, you know, whatever, it is what it is. It's not to this extent. That's what I'm getting at. It's not to this extent where it's like they're taking time out of their fucking podcast, like, guys, look at this guy, these are our haters, guys, look at them. It's just like, no, they just fucking do whatever. They're like, oh yeah, people don't like videos, whatever, you know. It's very like different. It's a different energy than what this is, whatever the fuck this is, I should say.
Complain. It was every sock account after sock account after sock account after sock account.
Like,
You know
this
what I'm
is,
saying?
you know, this illustrates the mental strain the internet has on people when you upload videos and you just kind of become like famous on the internet. Like this is the mental strain where if you don't take care of yourself, you become this. Like, you know, a lot of people like are like, oh, you know, streaming is easy and this and that. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like hard work, but at the same time, like, the strain is mostly just you don't know how other people are gonna react or whatever on the internet. Like, you're never gonna really know, and that can be kind of stressful to think about sometimes. So it's really like sometimes you just kind of have to like step back and get out your own head, and you know, whatever. But DSP illustrates the constant danger when you live and think about how everyone sees you and care about it to this extent. Like, this is the danger of like feeding that like bad behavior.
It was absolutely insane.
Haha.
Oh no. I'm still learning about kick. I'll talk about this in a second. But anyway, yeah. So the whole deal is, this is so insane. The only people who would obsess over that Krabby Patty thing are people like Doody. Again, people who hyper obsess over minutia that don't matter, and they turn it into the biggest thing in existence.
He literally hyper fixated on Rich talking about fart on his little podcast or whatever, right? That's hyper fixating on minutia. Whatever.
Humans
Okay.
who literally have not a care in the world. Probably Doody must. I mean, you have to think that Doody is set somehow.
He's set. Sure.
Is set somehow financially, because if he could sit around and make 10 videos
Again,
about
remember
the
when he
Krabby
was
Patty
being
meal?
really weird? Like, I don't know what Duty's gonna be, guys. You know, and again, I think I brought this up in the last video or maybe on stream or something. I think I streamed. I was streaming Persona 3, I think, and I said this. It's like, because as I said, I think about that rant about him like being afraid of Duty, and he brings up that, is Duty autistic? You know, like, and already was like getting afraid because Duty may do something. I'm just like, you hear someone may be autistic, and the first thought in your head is that they may do something, not that like, oh, you know, oh, okay, or no, what, I don't know, like, whatever, you know, like, if you think, like, let's say someone says like, you know, so and so is autistic, I don't think your first thought is gonna be, oh shit, he might kill me. I don't think you're gonna think that. You're probably gonna think a lot of other things before you get to that thought. Just gonna put that out there.
In 4 days, and he doesn't have anything else to do, and he has money to pay for the avatars, pay for the thumbnails, pay for the layout.
Again, where's this evidence of him paying these people?
Like, if he's doing this, it's obvious that he doesn't have like a job or anything, right? Or any responsibility.
Where is he getting the money to pay them?
That's the way that these people can get.
Is he running a racket? Like, is he doing counterfeiting? He's counterfeiting money, guys.
That no one gives a shit
DSP
about,
busted the
and
case.
act like it's the most important thing on the planet. It's just insane.
This is insane.
Anyway, I guess we've had enough fun with these idiots.
I love
right?
that some of children have a lot of money that they spend, I guess, and people like attack them for money. And Duty has money, but he doesn't have a job, but he has a lot of money at the same time. Okay, sure.
I mean, that's enough for me. That's what I mean. Like, people say to me, well, Phil, why don't you check out your detractors more often, right? Like, don't you know, every day they're making content on you.
Dude, this guy said, guys, if we hit the goal, I'll watch a detractor video, guys. So he hit the goal tonight. And then he didn't hit the goal, and he still watched a detractor video, by the way. Like, shut up. No, You want to talk about detractor videos. You tell us every day, we have a lot of gamers. I want to like only talk about detractors. There's nothing else to talk about. So we have to wait until you're bored. They have nothing else to talk about detractors or drama. That's where you're at. Don't pretend like, yo, I don't want to do this, man. Fuck off. Why don't you be real?
Dude, that was my whole show. We didn't even go, like, I had, like, a bunch of other timestamps to look at for Rich, and we didn't even get to them. Because, you know what I'm saying? This very exhausting. This whole kind of content, I had, like, a bunch of other timestamps to look at for Rich, and we didn't even get to them. Because,
so we're gonna talk more about Rich.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very exhausting to me. This whole kind of content, you know, going around and following the detractors.
He said this was
very exhausting to me.
Oh my god, dude! This dude is fucking dented. He needs to like fucking just stop. This dude went from like just being Mr. Positive to now like I don't want to talk about detractors. No one's making you. No one forcing you to do it but yourself, stupid. And he's here constantly whining. Wah.
It's so pointless.
You
know what I'm saying? It's so fruitless and pointless. Like there's no point to any of it. And they're just such losers in life.
So there's no point. So why did you waste your time talking about, you know, low-key, this is not low-key at this point. Honestly, this is the comment. People will leave on any other detractor channel. Wow, you say you don't care about Phil, and your channel is about Phil. This video is about Phil. DSP talking about Rich and fucking Doody, and then says at the end, I don't know, this is pointless, man. It's such a waste of time. Dude, you just wasted our time with this.
They've got nothing positive going on for them. Obviously, if all you can do is make 10 videos about the most innocuous little, you know, insignificant thing, you don't have any positivity in your life. People who are busy with positive things don't hyper-focus on tiny negatives. You see? To them...
Oh my god.
Oh, darn. Phil didn't have the Krabby Patty meal. Oh, but he's doing the Burger King meal? Great. Okay.
So why are you focusing on the
Phil
detractors?
Is not
oh my
doing
god.
the Krabby Patty meal? And it's like a nuclear bomb goes off in the background.
Not a lot of people cared this much about it, though.
About any of this. They just
like,
laugh
again,
at these people. That's
most
what you
people cared more about the fact that he charged $2,000 for it. Because that's the amount he got by the time he was gonna do it. $2,000. Like, more people talking about that than the fucking him not doing it.
should do. You should point and laugh at the duty. You get it? Like, literally, you should just point and laugh at the duty. And say, that motherfucker made 10 videos about a Krabby Patty meal in a week, right? Really? I'm being told another detractor has crazy thumbnails and he must be paying an artist to make them. That's...
Oh my god.
I wouldn't be surprised. Really?
Really?
No lie, I wouldn't be surprised if they're paying people to put out content like that. You know what I'm saying?
Again, how bad is it that... Why does he hate the idea of paying artists? Fuck you, Phil. If you believe that artists shouldn't be paid, fucking shut up. You don't deserve to get paid. At least artists create art.
Someone tipped $1 and says, your detractors actually hate Review Tech. He went to war with them, but Doody is one who slurps his PP to farm content out of him, and RTU slurps Doody's PP as protection from detractors, and to say he has a buddy detractor. Do you see how sick this whole situation is? And again, this is why I really don't want to be constantly in this sphere.
You're in it, buddy. Too late.
They call it
the
drama
sector.
sphere, but there's another. Oh, the sector. I think they call it.
The
Why would I
sexter.
want to be involved in that?
But you're making
Right?
content
Like,
for
seriously?
it. You know what? Go back to when he first started doing like Ethan Ralph videos and this and that, right? He was like jumping up and down. I guess we have to have Ethan Ralph today, guys. Wow, Ethan Ralph. Wow. All this other shit. He was like so excited. Now he's like, I'm so tired about talking about this stuff. Jesus, dude. Like fucking find a lane and lay in it.
Would I want to be involved in this all the time? Like every once in a while, I'm okay with doing a show like today because I didn't really have much to talk about today. I was really hoping
once in a while when there's nothing else to talk about. That's how desperate he is for content. But when people make videos about him, they're the desperate ones. Okay.
You know, Boogie was going to be on the show, and I couldn't lock that in. It was too late to really confirm. So instead, I just kind of did like an audible show here, right?
So let's get this straight, right? He couldn't get Boogie on his show. Instead of making positive content that he used to brag about, he decides, let's waste our time to talk about drama. What a cool guy, right? You know, the content that Jade says he doesn't like, that DSP doesn't seem to care about. Honestly, Jade, this guy doesn't give a fuck. As long as you're there, he doesn't care.
But it's funny to laugh at this shit. But I don't want to deal with this every day. I couldn't. Like, I just don't have the patience for it. I really don't. A lot of people like, this is what they do every day. I can't do this every day. There's no fucking way. I would lose my mind. I'm the kind of guy, I want to chill with you guys and have fun conversation. I want to play video games and enjoy
So
it.
why did you do
That's
this?
the content that I like. I don't want to sit here.
Then why
looking at
did
these
you do
fucking
this?
jokes, these wastes of life.
You're
every
a waste
day
of life.
And be like, wow, human
Like,
failure.
I'm sorry. Sure, that's a toxic thing to say. But seriously, this dude could have done anything for his fucking podcast of people who love his content. And he decided to talk about drama and has the gall to cry about doing a video on drama. Like, come on, man.
Evidence of it, right? Like, holy fucking shit.
Holy fucking shit, man.
Thank you to Chill Bill, who did a $10 Canadian super chat and says, I think the Krabby Patty meal was not available for delivery to ensure Plankton could not get one. No, but again, I've told you guys this, the weirdest thing about it, it was available for delivery. The only reason that I promised you guys that I was going to do it is because I confirmed it was available for delivery. It even had little cartoon versions of the burger.
When did he
and
check for this, by the way?
Drawn in the
Again,
style of SpongeBob.
why did it have
on
to
the
be
fucking
$2,000 to do it?
It showed that, and I was like, "That's neat. That's a cool way that
Okay.
they're doing it.
That's
They're kind of going
neat.
all out, even on the delivery menu. They've got it cartoonishly drawn. I wish I had screenshotted it to show you guys because I didn't, thinking it'll be available. And apparently, they only had it available for delivery like one day. Anyway. So thank you for that. So that was Chill Bill.
All right. Is
I'll
this
say that
anything
that's
else?
about, we're up to 43 right now, like people. If you guys have any topics you'd like to discuss, please tag me in the chat. Consistent viewership on Kick, so
All right. I think that's where I'm going to end it. Let's do a vibe check on his little stream he's doing tonight.
we're going for shopping. Zombie shopping. Oh, I see a good
Alright.
one up there that I want.
All right, we're not felted yet, guys. Don't worry, we're not felted yet. But let's see how he starts off the night stream. Let's do another little vibe check.
Silent Hill 2 had come out. Adding in
Alright.
Dead Rising was a fun 6 hours into it. Significantly changed the problems with the game. In Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Only played it. We've played it 7 hours overtime. The base game. Got rid of that guy. Hours tonight, give or take. When it starts up, look. Now you're broadcasting at 5. Now you're
Okay, I don't give a fuck anymore. There's nothing interesting here. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see ya next time. And as always,
Time to skedaddle
on out of here. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good night, good week, and hope to see you next time on this channel. Again.
Time to skedaddle on out of here. I feel the vibe.